Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how you folks doing? Welcome here. Welcome to another edition of our Throwback Pay-Per-View live streams. Today we are covering Royal Rumble 2005 because it is the Royal Rumble month. We got the Rumble coming up in just a little bit towards the end of the month. So I thought let's continue on with our string of old pay-per-views here today. We originally started with Royal Rumble 93, then we did Royal Rumble 2001, and here today we're doing Royal Rumble 2005. Should be a good one, everyone. I'm excited for the show, and I hope you guys are as well. If you don't know what we're going to do, though, everybody, you can see there's a little timer over there on the side of the screen. If you wish, you can sync up your WWE network to that exact same time with the Royal Rumble 2005 pay-per-view, if that interests you, obviously. If not, you can sit here and watch along with me, and we will have a little bit of the audio in the background, but not too much. But yeah, that's pretty much it, everybody. So let's get right into this thing. It is time for your Con Man Certified roll call. So who do we got in here today? We got Jordan Williams. How you doing? We got Trey Lucado up in here. We got Ahmed Smiles. We have Matthew Bonneau. Text-based wrestling fan. How you doing? Raul Kapar, good to see you. We got the Wacky Warrior in here. We have Robbie, Kayla Bernstein, Zach DeGroat. How you doing? We got Justin Gentry up in here. Gamers Corner Universe, welcome to the stream. We got Phil McManus. How you doing? Luck7. How you doing? Luck. We got Jack. Hey, dude. How you doing, my friend? Good to see ya. We got Rated R Wrestling over here. We got Mr. Banks Plays. Kakapopo. How you doing? Julius Callahan up in here. Matthew Grantland. Mr. Amity. How you doing, man? Nice to see you. We got Manuel Paccio as well. Diego Toledo. And let's go with three more people. We got It's Ben, Antoine Lawrence, and Jared Valerio. So there we go, everybody. Those are the shout-outs for the day. And let's get into it. So all you got to do, everybody, is you got to load up the WWE Network, find Royal Rumble 2005, and I'm going to give you a nice little countdown to start your stream. Okay, everybody? All right. So pull it up, giving you a chance. Pull it up. All right. And now, everyone, we are going to hit play in 3, 2, 1, boom, boom. There we go, everybody. And that should be all synced up now. 10, 11, 12, almost. There we go. Should be closer. There we go, everybody. Okay, that is officially all synced up. Let's do it. It is time for the Royal Rumble 2005. Holy moly. Why are my closed captions turned on as well? Weird. But yeah, the card for tonight, everybody, is as follows. We got some pretty dope matches, not gonna lie. We got Edge versus Shawn Michaels. Hell yeah. We got Undertaker versus Heidenreich. I've never heard of this guy in my life. Heidenreich. I have no idea, but we're going to see an Undertaker Casket match, so that's going to go down. We have JBL versus Kurt Angle versus Big Show for the WWE title. We have Randy Orton versus Triple H for the World Championship, the big gold belt. And then, of course, the 2005 Royal Rumble match. You guys excited for the show today? Give me a hell yeah in the live chat. The dude who kidnapped Michael Cole. That clearly does not ring a bell for me. I have no idea who this guy is. He says you may remember him as the dude who did weird stuff to Michael Cole backstage. Again, not ringing a bell. I started watching wrestling in 2005, so yes, this is the year I started, but I didn't start watching wrestling until August? No, that's not right. June of 2005. So I'm a little bit at the point where I'm not exactly a wrestling fan yet in my life, back when I was a kid. I hadn't seen wrestling at this point, so a lot of these names are still relative, not a lot of the names, but there's a lot of people whose stories I'm not very familiar with from this time frame still. That's the reason why we're watching old pay-per-views, so I can learn more about wrestling. In this timeline, he was JBL's bodyguard? All right, well, there we go. I had no idea about that either. We got Zach DeGroat up in here dropping the first 5-bomb of the day. Thank you so much, Zach. How you doing, my friend? He says, been here for like the last 10 streams in a row. Khan's a legend. Nah, Zach, you're a legend for being here for just as many streams as I've been. Thank you so much for being here, dude. But it's time for the Rated R Superstar. Edge. Oh, good old Tony. Hey, Beast. How you doing, man? Got it. No, I didn't. I don't think so. Anyways. Hey, Waleed.
Been here for the last like 10 streams, I know, Ro. Khan's a legend.
You the legend. Who was your favorite performer in 2005, everyone? Give me a name or two in the live chat right here. Who's your favorite performer from 2005? But, as you are all very much aware, every single week here on these live streams, we are going to be doing a poll asking you guys which pay-per-view are we going to be watching next week. So, let's decide what 4 pay-per-views are on the table. I think WrestleMania 9 still has to be on the table, but here's the thing. I think it should be another Royal Rumble, okay? And the reason why I think it should be another Royal Rumble is because next week is going to be the go-home week before the Royal Rumble event. And if we've been doing Royal Rumble events all month long, we might as well continue on with Royal Rumbles. So, which 4 Royal Rumbles would you guys like to see? Which 4? You can pick any 4 that we have ever had. Which 4? Try to keep it to the older side of things if you can. Pre-2005 would be wonderful, but we will see. We will see what you guys would like. 2008, 92, 91, 2011, 2008, 2013, 08, 07, 99, 2002, 2004, 2000. Oh, here we go. We got Shawn Michaels and Edge starting off with a big old brawl in the center of the ring before Shawn Michaels could even get his gear off. Okay. Okay. So, lots of people do want some newer pay-per-views. So let's throw it up here, okay? Let's throw it up. So, who are we going to be voting between? So, which show should we stream next week? So, we've got either Royal, so the Rumble in 2008. Okay. We have Rumble. What do you guys think? 99? I see a decent amount of 99s. Okay, so Royal Rumble 99. What's the next one? 92 is a must. 92 is a must. Okay. Potentially. I'm just seeing what the majority in here is looking for. We see some. Oh, I see a lot of 2011s. See a lot of 2011s. Man, you guys want the newer stuff, don't you? You don't want the old stuff? I thought that we might want to see some old stuff here collectively. 92, though. I see some people with 92. 2007. Okay, so it looks like 2007 and 2011. So you guys want the new stuff. Okay, well, I'll throw it in here. All right, you guys want the 2011, so let's go Rumble 2011. 2011. And I would prefer some old stuff as well, but it's not going to get the votes, is it? People aren't going to... I mean, like, here's the thing. I want to watch old stuff on this channel. Nice move there. Shawn Michaels leaps up into him, Luthez press, and there's the ground and pound game from Mr. HB Shizzle. Okay, 2004. Sure, we'll do 2004. 2002 or 2004, guys? 2002 or 2004? Which one is going to be our final one that you can vote for? We got 4 right there. 2002, 2002. We got some 4s in there. There's some 2s. 202. 22. Okay. Rumble 02 is going to be the last one. So Rumble 02 is the last option. Here we go, guys. So now, throughout the entirety of this live stream, you have the opportunity to cast your vote right here, okay? Right here, you have the opportunity to cast your vote. Do either vote 08, vote 99, vote 11, or vote 02. So once again, vote 08, vote 99, vote 11, vote 02. And you do so by doing an exclamation point, the word vote, hit the space bar, then type in 08, 99, 11, or 02. Okay, guys? By the end of the live stream, we will figure out which one we are streaming next week. All good there, Tim Sullivan. I had no idea that it was an inside joke between the two of you. I read that afterwards, and I was like, oh, my bad. So, yeah, all good, buddy. Yeah, so whichever one you guys want is the one that we are going to stream next week. And then going into the next month, we're going to move away from Royal Rumbles. We're going to hit up some other pay-per-views. I think a lot of people want Armageddon 2000, so I think that one's going to have to be on there. I know some people have wanted some more older stuff. Some people definitely want Survivor Series 97 for obvious reasons. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting, everybody, but thank you for tuning in here today. The current match that we got on the screen, Edge is kind of working Shawn Michaels. I don't believe I've ever seen this match. It's got a good pace to start off the show here. Obviously, this would have been a dream hyped-up match, wouldn't it? Back in the day. People would have been marking out for the prospect of this match, most likely. Kick out by Shawn Michaels. Sean Tonk says 2011 Rumble is the only one I can watch that is on this poll. Well, unfortunately, that is what happens when we are not either able to get a subscription for something that is a paid service or unwilling to get a subscription for something that is a paid service, right? That's kind of what happens, you know, content that is good, you got to pay for. That's the way the world works. Jason Dreamer says, okay, so we've got some clarification with something that was said earlier. Jason Dreamer says, Heidenreich was never JBL's bodyguard. He was Paul Heyman guy in a feud with Undertaker, which ended up with a Kane and Taker facing him and Snitsky at a house show in a tag match. All right, I'm just going to have to take it at face value right there, because I have no idea. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Am I even saying it right? Heidenreich? Like, what is his name? Never even heard of the guy before. But I got one question for you guys. Do you have that peppermint tea? Do you have that peppermint tea? Because I got that peppermint tea. I got that peppermint tea. I got that peppermint tea. Ah, it's really, really hot, though. Whew. First pronunciation, Heidenreich. All right. Hi, Con. How about that Alexa Bliss performance last night? Yeah. I mean, yeah. It was what it was, you know? You're going to get some people talking about it, but I think I said this many times during the live stream last night. The problem with Raw last night, everybody, at least in my opinion, is that is not going to draw any new viewers. None of that is going to draw new viewers. None of that is going to entice people to want to come back and watch the show. And can you imagine if you were watching the show for the very first time, and that's what you were tuning into? You would never, ever, ever watch wrestling again. Right? So that's kind of the problem that I had with last night's Raw, is that for an actual wrestling fan, it was a fine show. You know, it had some cool moments, some interesting stuff that we're like, okay, we can get behind this. It's something different. If you were watching it for the first time, big old thumbs down. You'd turn the TV off within the first 10 minutes, most likely. People would have tuned in to watch wrestling and see Randy Orton with a weird mask talking about how his face was burnt from a fireball and watching clips from last week getting lit on fire. You know what I mean? It was cool for wrestling fans, but non-wrestling fans, I can't see them at all being interested in it. What are my thoughts on WrestleMania having 2 days? Double thumbs up, 2 thumbs up from Khan. Nice takedown there to Shawn Michaels. Like, because here's the thing. I was fairly entertained by Raw. I was fairly entertained. But it wasn't a good show entirely. It definitely wasn't a good enough show to draw new viewers. Shawn Michaels hits the inside cradle. Count of 2. Kick out by Edge. So Raw wasn't getting a lot of good reviews, not a lot of feedback from wrestling YouTubers. Is that what you're saying there, Unbroken? I haven't listened to anybody's review on the show. And here's the reason, okay, guys? So I try not to listen to other people's takes on wrestling all the time. And the reason why is because wrestling is subjective, and you guys are coming to me for my opinions. Kind of. I don't know. Some of you are coming to me for my opinions, some of you coming for the live chat, and I totally understand that. But when it comes to, like, Raw, a lot of people are coming to me, you know, because of my opinions on the show. And I don't want to be that guy who is watching other people's stuff, trying to think, like, oh, do my opinions line up with everybody else's? If people like my takes on it, then, you know, maybe my takes on it are decent. If people stop liking my takes on wrestling, then, you know, like, then that's where I have to do some self-evaluating, and I'll be like, okay, am I really just out of the loop now? Am I just not following it very well? Like, what have you? But yeah, so that's the reason that I try not to listen to too many other, like, wrestling review shows or wrestling review podcasts or anything like that. I just kind of avoid them because this show is my opinion, and I think you guys would like my opinion, not rehashed secondary ideas that happen to be overheard from one podcast. You know, that's not what I'm after doing here. I don't know why I got into that, but I did. Big hammer fist right there from Shawn Michaels, and Edge is in a little bit of trouble. It's a little weird. This match, I was expecting more. Seems like a solid enough match. Oh, also, by the way, everyone, if you, in the past, happen to have had an account banned, I just spent like a good 20, 25 minutes today hitting X on every single banned account that I have on this channel, minus, like, you know, a select few that deserve to stay banned. So, like, if you guys happen to have an old banned account, like, if you're watching in the background wondering why was I banned? I just want to keep chatting along. Well, now you should be able to have the opportunity. I think everybody probably deserves a second chance at some point. I definitely couldn't remember the majority of the people why they were banned. So I thought, okay, time to kind of rectify that situation. So you might have an account unbanned. And if you guys are going to ask me why was I banned, I have no intentions on answering, nor do I actually have the memory to tell you exactly why you were banned. I'm sure there was a reason that the ban button was hit. Whether it was the right reason or the wrong reason at the time, I have no idea. So that's the reason why I decided to kind of fix this. I'm not going to answer why you guys were banned if you're asking me that. I don't know. It probably half the time wasn't even me who banned you. Probably the moderators that got you for not following the rules of the chat. Anyways, Edge was trying to escape the grips of Shawn Michaels, but now Shawnee just going to throw him right off the hardest part of the ring. And remember, everyone, if you could do me an absolute solid favor, please make sure you leave a like on this video. Also making sure you are subscribed to the channel. Be greatly appreciated. Edge just hit the spear. Big spear from the Rated R superstar, Edge. Demon Joker says, I was at the Royal Rumble match in 1995 when Shawn Michaels won the Royal Rumble match from number 1. It was great. That would have been so cool to see, Demon Joker. Would have been really cool. Coup de Gras is asking me, what's funnier, Vince sliding in the ring and tearing both of his quads, or Kevin Nash getting in the ring and tearing one quad? Oh, Vince. Vince, because Vince just sat there afterwards and had to try to figure out, well, I mean, I'm not going to say too much. We'll find out here today. And Shawn Michaels is back inside the ring. But I'm certainly a big fan of doing these like chiller live streams with you guys. You know, I don't have to be shouting at the top of my lungs. We're just watching some wrestling in the background and talking along with it. So feel free to ask me any questions that you guys have. I'll try to get around to as many of them as possible. Jared Valerio says the Styles Clash yesterday was Dios. Well, oh, he meant cool. Yeah, it was definitely really cool. One of the coolest moves I've seen. Edge looking for another spear right here. Big spear to Michaels. Cover. 2. Michaels kicked out? What? All right, cool. What's up, Tavares Sutton Jr.? And then Peter Griffin over here asking me, am I going to do a watch-along for the McGregor fight this weekend? I'm sorry to say no, but no, I'm not going to be doing it. I thought about it. I did think about it, and I ended up coming to the decision that I would much rather watch the fight with my girlfriend Becca as opposed to stream it on Saturday night. So what we're going to end up doing is we're going to get some finger foods. We're going to have probably a beer or two, most likely. I think that's going to probably go down. And we're going to watch the UFC fight this Saturday. So I will not be live with it, everybody. Once again, though, get your votes in. Vote 08, vote 99, vote 11, or vote 02 right here in the live chat. Nope, never. I don't want to say never going to stream with Becca, but it's not in my intentions to stream with Becca. 1, she's not a wrestling fan. 2, she's got a job that is in the public eye as a teacher, and we have no intentions of putting her on this channel to be potentially, you know, risking jobs. Who knows, right? Who knows what's going to happen going into the future. So we have chosen to kind of avoid keep putting her on camera just for those reasons, and I think it's a very smart reason, you know? Last thing Becca needs is, for whatever reason, a student of hers to be watching my stream and see her. You know what I mean? It's very unlikely that would happen, but that's a possibility. So we've avoided that. Uh-oh. Michael's back up. Shell was never banned. Primitive just got unbanned as well here today. Yeah, Primitive got banned because he sent me some messages, or not some messages. He sent me some emails directly while I was streaming, trying to just basically, I don't even know what else to get at. He was mad about the social situation that was going on. We did not have, I guess you could say, we didn't see things on the same level. We didn't have the same view on things. And he got very upset over it. Sent some some stuff that I just didn't want to deal with, you know, who I extended a personal email to. And then I was like, okay, I'm done with that. But that's all it was. But at this point, you know, I honestly, if he wants to come back in the chat, he is more than welcome to. Shell just decided that she wanted to leave the channel, and, you know, I'm okay with that. Everybody is able to come and go as they please. I hope Shell is doing well, and hopefully one day, you know, maybe she'll show back up in here and say hi to the chat. I don't know. Andrew Miller, Andrew Miller says, Con, that's something. Your girlfriend likes UFC, but not wrestling. Unfortunately, Andrew Miller, I think you're going to learn the reality is a lot more people like UFC than they like wrestling. And it all boils down to UFC. No matter which way us wrestling fans want to spin it, UFC is real. UFC is real. They are legitimate athletes punching each other in the face, trying to hurt each other, trying to knock them out, and trying to make them submit to win that fight. That is what UFC, the MMA fighters, are all about. They're, well, maybe not all about, but you get what I mean, right? It's real. It's very real. It's very dangerous. And don't get me wrong, wrestling is very dangerous as well, but the outcomes are predetermined with wrestling. Andrew Miller says, but wrestling has better matches and storytelling. Andrew, I want you to listen here, and I want you to listen here closely, my friend. Becca throws on a wrestling match or sees me watching a wrestling match, and the amount of times she says, how does a person come up from a kick to the head like that? How is a person still walking after punches to the face? How is a person still standing after they just fell off the top of a 20-foot cage? She says it's kind of ridiculous how often people kick out of things when it seems like they should never be kicking out. Why do they get spiked down into the mat? She says it's a little ridiculous to see them kick out at everything. So she just doesn't have I don't even know what it is to say. She is not a wrestling fan. And that's okay, right? UFC, though, on the other hand, you can watch it a little bit differently. Oh, Edge just won by holding onto the ropes. Edge wins. And, like, this is not me crapping on wrestling whatsoever, guys. Oh, and she just texted me saying, I hear you talking shit. You're not a wrestling fan! She actually just texted me saying, I hear you talking shit. That's too funny. Okay, we're going to get some people drawing for the Rumble. Here's Eric Bischoff. Wow.
You know something, player? You see, the Royal Rumble is a sizzle-fizzle, and it's going to be tonight, just like it's been for the past 2 years. A SmackDown superstar will be the winner. Believe that.
I beg to differ. I'm confident that a Raw superstar is going to win the Rumble, but in the off chance that I'm wrong, it really doesn't matter. SmackDown guy wins, he's going to do just like Chris Benoit did last year and jump on over the Raw.
Well, we'll see about that, player. Christy, Tori, baby girls, y'all ready to roll? All
Tori
right,
Wilson
let's get
and-
this thing started. Gentlemen, come on in.
Ric Flair, Eddie Guerrero, come on in.
Viva la Raza.
Oh, Eddie. Eddie Guerrero and Ric Flair.
By God, Wilson, hello.
Gentlemen, throughout the evening, all the participants in the Rumble are going to be coming in here and drawing their number at random. You were the first two. Let's get it going.
The audio quality's bad. It's like TNA audio quality.
You guys ready?
What? 16 times, but you know. 16 times. 16. Oh, please. Man. Oh, God.
Tori Wilson couldn't believe that she had to blow on that.
Oh, my God. Woo! I cannot believe it. Oh, evolution.
Are we dancing tonight?
We're dancing all night and dancing longer. We're staying all night. Woo! We're gonna stay a little longer. I may even give you a shot at that one night, baby. Things are good. Woo!
Brett, congratulations. God bless you.
God bless you.
I know you do great. Kick butt.
Thank you, man.
Thank you very much,
Cool.
Mr. Bischoff. Hey, Long. Styling and profiling.
What number did you get?
Oh,
Let's see it. Let's see.
That's my room number. Something wrong?
You sure you're happy about that number, player?
Yeah, I know I'm happy about it.
I think you better take a look, dog.
I better look at my own number.
Take a look.
Why was he? Oh, no.
Guerrero. Guerrero! Guerrero! Guerrero stole my number!
Eddie stole his number. Oh, what's this guy?
Caskets. I hate caskets.
Oh, this is that Heidenreich guy.
Caskets.
There's Snitsky.
I hear you don't like caskets. Like? I don't like caskets. I hate them. I know you hate caskets. I don't like him either. But I do like you, John. Well, I like you too, Gene. But I still hate caskets. I know, John. But I have an idea. You do? Okay. What idea? That sounds good.
I wonder if
that was a little weird.
A little weird. I wonder if the men in the white coats are around.
Yeah, well, he said Snitchky says he has an idea. What?
Well, nonetheless, we can tell you that coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Royal Rumble,
What?
will deliver. The Undertaker looks tonight to finally get rid of his arch rival when he meets Heidenreich in a casket.
Heidenreich versus Undertaker in a casket match coming up next, guys.
It's simple. It's the
Why did I block you? You're not muted on Twitter, Mr. Boss fan or whatever your name is. I didn't mute you. You're right there. It just wasn't scrolling up. I think you just need to chill. The reason, once again, that I muted you yesterday was because somebody literally messaged you and said, hey, let's troll Con Man, when they were literally sending me pictures of nudes and racist stuff and everything like that. So, like, that was the reason I muted you when you said, okay, let's do it. And you clearly said, like, that's not my intentions, right? So, like, you're fine. You're fine.
Heidenreich, whose sole purpose for living is the destruction of life.
Please tell me you have the nectar of the gods with you at this time. Do you mean that peppermint tea? I got that peppermint tea. Was the build towards the casket match here between Heidenreich and Undertaker actually any good? Or no? Hey Con, how come you don't do old pay-per-view watch-alongs for upcoming events like Fastlane or Elimination Chamber? I do. I mean, maybe not the upcoming, like, ones for, like, Elimination Chamber or any. I honestly, dude, this is my third ever old wrestling pay-per-view live stream, and the Royal Rumble is coming up or next Sunday, I should say, so we kind of are doing pay-per-views for, like, upcoming pay-per-view events. Speaking's difficult. But yeah, man, we're just going to be streaming, like, old wrestling pay-per-views for, like, every Tuesday for God knows how long now. Might be the next 40 years of my life. Who knows? Con, will you ever do a poll for these matches anytime soon? No, and here's the reason why. I don't plan on doing the polls for the actual matches in the old pay-per-views because everybody can just look up the results, or people who have seen the pay-per-view event are going to vote for the person, and the votes are just going to basically tell us immediately who's going to win because the events have already happened, right? So that's the reason why we're not doing polls for the actual matches. Can I do old episodes of Raw and SmackDown? Maybe in the future. Right now, we're going to stick to pay-per-views. I want to do WCW stuff, and I want to do old TNA stuff, and I want to do old ECW stuff as well on this channel. So maybe eventually one day we will look for some more content on the channel, and we'll look to bring in some old Raw watch-alongs or what have you. Eventually, if I'm able to create like my own network where you guys can sync up your video to it, and I guess I'm kind of speaking out loud of some ideas. Anyways, blowing past that, if things go according to plan in my future here, eventually we might have the ability to stream a lot of things very, very frequently to you guys. Like, this is, I'm calling distant future, but like still in the future, right? It might be a direction that we move in. It's your birthday tomorrow. Well, happy early birthday, my friend. We'll see you tomorrow in the live stream chat, and we'll wish you one, if you remind us. What dream match in AEW would I like to see? I don't know. Honestly, I'm cool with whatever AEW is throwing at us right now. It'd be really cool to see Kota Ibushi versus Kenny Omega. That would be really, 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 really neat if they were able to write a story like that to happen in AEW. A crossover of New Japan, TNA, and AEW would be fantastic to see. But I'm just going along with the ride. Whatever happens, happens.
This is going to be a violent matchup with absolutely no rules involved.
It's a weird feeling out here, you know.
Yeah, leave that like, everybody. Let's get this up over 100 likes. I know we can. I know we got this. Thoughts on Batista and Cena's feud? WWE messed it up bad. Yeah, I'm trying to remember when that feud took place. When did the John Cena-Batista feud take place? That was... Oh, here's freaking Heidenreich. 2010, 09, 010. Yeah, so I want to say that was probably around the time when I started watching wrestling, like, with a little bit more of a brain, if that makes sense. I was getting to the age that I could consume wrestling and understand the stories a little bit better and understand, you know, what was going on and all of that. But it wasn't until 2011 that I would become a quote-unquote smart fan. You know what I mean? Like, I was still very much a mark. I mean, I'm still a mark. Don't get me wrong. I'm still absolutely a mark. You guys know this. You see me scream over everything. But I was still very much a mark, an unknowledgeable mark about the business during 09, 010. So I don't want to sit here and say WWE messed it up because I wasn't watching through that scope of like, oh, is this going to be good or bad? I was just watching, right? And whatever happened, happened. Heidenreich is scared. WWE translate. Let's see what this translates to. I haven't seen it, but I like this new Randy Orton persona. That's probably going to be some kind of incendiary maniac. Well, WWE over there on Twitter, thank you for sending that to us. I appreciate it. Portuguese. Neat. But you guys ready for the dead man? Are you ready for the Undertaker? Do I think Edge will be in this year's Royal Rumble? Do I think Edge is going to be in this year's Royal Rumble? No. No, I don't think he will be. No. That's a tough one, though, because he could very well be in the Rumble, and it could be his return. The reason I say no is because the storylines that WWE could have for him don't need to be introduced at the Rumble. Does not need to happen at the Rumble. And Edge had his moment in the Rumble a year ago, so you don't need to have him return in the same way. You could have him return and be a big impact for an episode of Monday Night Raw to launch himself into a story, whether that's against Randy Orton again, whether that's against someone else. Maybe the Chamber, maybe the Elimination Chamber he could return for. It's tough to tell. I will say right now, WWE isn't overly predictable, which is good, which is actually quite good. Mikey says, I don't want them to recycle his return from last year's Rumble because it was so special. Exactly. That's a moment that you don't want to dilute. And they nailed that Rumble surprise appearance / return. Like, they nailed it. So I don't really want them to ruin it. But here we go. It's time for Heidenreich versus Undertaker. It's a casket match. and we will see what happens. I'm assuming Undertaker's going to bury this fool because I've never heard of his name ever. But we will find out. He apparently doesn't like caskets. So Heidenreich versus Undertaker. But remember, everyone, if you are enjoying the show, please make sure you leave a like on this video. Also making sure you are subscribed to the channel. I would also love it if you guys could consider dropping a little donation. Doesn't matter how much or how little. Any little bit to keep this show running. Oh, yeah.
Undertaker up over the top. Heidenreich went for the hip toss. Undertaker blocked it. Nice hip throw by the Undertaker. And an arm drag, which you don't see often.
Chase Gaming says, my last name is Heidenreich, is it? Well, are you related to this guy in the ring? Most likely not. Most likely not. Ooh. But Undertaker slowly looking on. Heidenreich, man. So, this guy was just a nobody, right? He didn't amount to anything. I gotta look him up because I have absolutely no clue what he did. Joe Heidenreich. Or John Heidenreich. Okay, so John Heidenreich. Where he was a one-time tag team champion with Road Warrior Animal. A part of the 2005 Legion of Doom. Are you flippin' kidding me? He was in the Legion of Doom.
As Undertaker with a nice takedown of Heidenreich, delivering an elbow directly into the midsection.
First, Undertaker got an inside trip right there in the leg, and now he's got a single leg Boston grab on that long limbs, a long leg of Heidenreich.
Now listen,
wow.
Heidenreich is now pulling himself toward the rope, but as he pulls toward the rope, he's going closer to that casket.
While Undertaker's kind of pushing him towards the rope, towards the casket.
Heidenreich trying to make it to the bottom rope here. Continues the pressure with
No way, he was still competing in 2018? Warriors of Wrestling. He wrestled there for his first time since 2009 and 2016. Match ended in a double disqualification on November 12th, 2017. Heidenreich won 302 Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. However, the title was immediately retired after his win. That's his last accomplishment. So, guys, his only accomplishments that this fool has ever had is that he had a feud with The Undertaker. He teamed with Road Warrior Animal in the makeshift Legion of Doom. Went on to the World Wrestling Council where he defeated Abadad on October 28th, 2006 to win the Universal Heavyweight Championship, the WWC, the World Wrestling Council. No way! Holy crap, there was a Universal Championship before WWE introduced a Universal Championship. I had no idea, but that was the top title in Puerto Rico. 2 months later, he lost it to Carlito. However, he was given the title back when Carlito was stripped due to Carlito's contractual compromises with WWE. He lost the title a second time to Eddie Colon, Carlito's brother. Wow. And then his last accomplishment here, guys, is the 302 Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. And as soon as he won that title, it was retired as soon as he lost. Or as soon as he won the title. Immediately. So the dude just lost his championship. Will Carlito to return at the Royal Rumble? Maybe. I could see Carlito being in the MVP position of last year. MVP had a great opportunity, returned in the Royal Rumble, had a good moment, stuck around on Raw for a little bit, and then earned himself another contract. I think Carlito has a really, really big opportunity to do something along those lines as well.
And now he's got it off for sure. Still has the triangle choke. Locked into Heidenreich here. The Undertaker does it. And if you can wear the Heidenreich out, triangle choke.
Do
you gonna allow me to call a match, or you just want to keep going?
Eddie is Primo, by the way. Oh, well, there we go. Primo. Cool. There is also a Universal Championship for a company called Rhode Island Championship Wrestling 2, a company that you worked for. I posted their results online as well. That's awesome there, Jason Dreamer. You got so much knowledge when it comes to the wrestling business. You've actually been involved. So this is a risky question because right now I'm going to be asking everyone in the live chat, and it's entirely possible people could... Oh, Snitsky's here. It's entirely possible people could lie, but if you have actual experience in the wrestling world, like in an independent wrestling promotion as a wrestler or what have you, let me know your experience here in the live chat. I want to read a few things out. Please be honest. Don't be like a 13-year-old and just lie about being a 12-time professional wrestler. Whatever that means.
And Heidenreich dropping the elbow into that shoulder that the Undertaker was dropped on during the suplex, and Snitsky with one of his own. And this is ridiculous.
If Carlito returns, do you think he would be allowed to spit in people's faces? With COVID going on right now, I mean, I think they'd be a little silly. Oh my God, Kane just sat up in the casket? What the hell? Kane was in the casket. Kane was in the casket, okay. Freaking Brothers of Destruction. That was cool, actually. That was kind of cool. I see now why they had Heidenreich and Snitsky. It was to get the Brothers of Destruction over, wasn't it? This freaking guy says I got my ass kicked in high school a lot. All right. Diego Toledo says I technically sold some snacks outside of Puerto Rican wrestling show. Don't think that counts. Close enough. That boy Cooper 15 says I'm in my second year of independent wrestling for ACW. Let me look up ACW. ACW. A Cold War? No, that's not it. Wrestling. Anarchy Championship Wrestling, is that it? Anarchy Championship Wrestling? Oh, Heidenreich pushing the casket. He's moving the casket away from him. I photographed Billy Gunn and Brooklyn Brawler once. I got so close he did an X drop into my face during the match. That's cool. That's cool. Or an X chop. Oh, an X chop to my face. That's fun, man. That's so fun. Jason Dreamer says 2004 to 2008 and 2010 to 11. Never won a title, and to be honest, my 2010-2011, I was forced to act like a total rookie, which I didn't like. Fair enough. Yeah, ACW. I'm really curious here. Anarchy Championship Wrestling, or is it Assault Championship Wrestling? Because there's a few here. There's American Combat Wrestling. So which one is it, my man? Oh my God. Heidenreich looking to run over the Undertaker with the casket. Yes, that's a thing I just said. Boom! My God. Heidenreich just sent that casket right into Taker. Man, he's actually down. Diego Toledo says, all I want to do is be a commentator for a wrestling company at least once. I feel you, my friend. I feel you. Waleed says, Conman, you should be a commentator. You will do a very good job. I appreciate that. I have no idea how to get into it. I have no idea the steps that I have to take. All I know is that I would love to call a wrestling match within the next 5 years. If I can do that, if I could call a wrestling match before I'm 30, I think that would be cool. It's going to be difficult, especially with COVID and obviously with travel restrictions. And, well, I mean, you can still travel. I don't agree with it. Anyways, at the end of the day, you know, it's going to be difficult moving forward, but hopefully life opens back up in the near future. Oh, Undertaker into the casket. Oh, my goodness. Is Undertaker... Oh, Undertaker got his arm out. Undertaker with his arm hanging out. Yeah, ACW Sports Arena. It's Alabama. All right. So, ACW, Alabama. So that is ACW Sports Arena. Okay, here we go. ACW Sports Arena. Cool, man. Undertaker with a leg drop on the casket. This actually turned into a solid enough match. Oh, you guys had Johnny Swinger?
My sentiments exactly. Heidenreich is barely moving. That was vintage Undertaker with a twist.
What did they have? They had Johnny Swinger, at least announced.
Oh man, you see the height that the Undertaker got? Whew. I don't believe Heidenreich
Cool.
knows where he's at. Well, me neither. Oh, look at it. Oh boy. Heidenreich and a headbutt to the temple area. Well, Heidenreich's so big. He's on. I thought he was going to say he's on goofy streak.
Change your business major to communications and get that degree. So communications degree is what it is for commentating. Is that accurate? You need a communications degree. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Oh man, Heidenreich, man. Well, I'll look into that. I'm gonna be honest with you, Roger Dodger. I don't have the goals right now to go back to school. Not right at the moment. My focus is on my channel and my job right here at the moment. And nor do I necessarily have the funds. I could go back to school. I could put my money towards that, but I'm saving for a house right now, so that's the other side of things. So maybe that's the direction to look into the future. Maybe that could be a thing that I put in the back of my cap right there and say when the time comes, when I'm in that position to look into going back to school, because I do eventually want to go back to school. I want to finish out my business degree, but maybe there's something else that I could hit up. Interesting. I am not a millionaire. Absolutely not even close. Not even close. Undertaker. Oh, what a terrible choke slam. What a terrible choke slam. Nope, I'm still very much on a month-to-month paycheck, my friends. Very much on a month-to-month paycheck. And I do it because I love it. I love my job. I love entertaining you guys. I love going live talking about wrestling, and I wouldn't have it any other way. But if I would have, let's just be as honest as possible here. If I would have stuck through my schooling and I would have just, continued down that path, I'd probably have a higher paying job than I do right now. And that's okay. I wouldn't love it as much. I wouldn't be as fond of going to work that I have right now. Hey, casket closed and Heidenreich is done. Undertaker wins. Fair enough, Unbroken. That is fair enough. But obviously, anything that you can put on a resume will help you stand out. I do not have any plans to be a wrestler. I do not, my friend. Nope. I would like to learn how to bump. I would like to take an actual bump in the wrestling ring just to have a deeper appreciation for what these wrestlers put their bodies through on a nightly, weekly basis, right? Thank you, Roger Dodger. I appreciate that, man. Hey, Christian. Welcome to the stream, my man. The stream crawled. The stream crashed? Is that what you meant? Okay. If I was a commentator, what would my catchphrase be for spots? I have a feeling it would be, oh my god, just kind of like Joey Styles. I scream, oh my god, a lot. I think I would be known for going with a little bit of a higher pitch voice. Like when I get excited, hearing my voice get like really, really high pitch. I think that would kind of be more like my style of commentary with it. Not super high pitch, obviously, but you guys know when I get excited, right? How how excitable I get. I think that would probably be more of my calling card as opposed to just having an actual quote-unquote catchphrase. I'd develop it over time, though, as well. Feel like your catchphrase would be the prolonged wow. Hey, that's a good one. That's a good idea right there. I do say that a lot, don't I? Wow. Yeah, I say that a lot.
Listen, I've got a job to do, and I'm not going to tolerate this. Now, I know that you've got Ric Flair's number. Let me have it.
What number are you talking about?
Triple H, Batista, and Ric Flair, man.
Hold on a minute, players. I'm trying to straighten this out right now. Hold on just a minute. Eddie, come on. Give me Rick's number.
Phone number?
Eddie, give
Phone
me
number,
Ric
he
Flair's
says.
number.
Cough it up, Jumping Bean.
Oh, that's good. That's real good.
Who's your number?
Thank you.
What's the matter with you? Hey, just a minute. Hold on.
What?
That's his D number.
Orderly Holmes, you know I love you, man. Slap me some skin.
Eddie. Give it up, dog.
He took Ric Flair's wallet.
That's all I can
See what the rumbles are.
Just a minute.
Get going when I get there. Big up.
Hey,
You're dead man,
there's your
that Rumble
wallet.
girl.
Sorry about the confusion.
Better run. It's Evolution's night. We're gonna show everybody. It's our night.
It's all right. I'm on my way to Bischoff's office to get my number.
No. We gotta go over this stuff with Orton right now. We need to talk about that.
Chance for the plan.
I'm gonna get my number. I'll be right back.
Hey, I said we need to go over this stuff with Orton.
And
you
I
can
said-
get your number later.
I'm gonna go get my number, and I'll come right back.
Now.
Whoa. Come on. Evolution. It's about you beating Orton. It's about winning the Royal Rumble. One for all for one, man. Come on, lighten up. Deep breath. Come on, deep breath.
right.
Come on, champions. Come on, man. It's evolution. Come on. Unity, together. Here we go.
Yeah, it's all right.
Business, all right. It's all right.
Come on, tell me.
Christian, you know I can't tell you.
What about Mysterio? At least tell me that. Come on.
Just like you can calm down now. I've got everything straightened out. Eddie Guerrero gave Ric Flair's number back.
Teddy Long. I just signed a petition to have you kicked off SmackDown. How you doing?
So did I.
And we really don't have any more time to wait for SmackDown talent, so Christian, you're up.
Don't mind if I do. Ladies, spin him up.
Do it.
Yeah, Christian was solid, wasn't he?
Job, you should be proud of yourselves.
Let me get that for you.
Thank you. Let's see what happens here. Yes!
Champ is here. Hey, T-Long, what up, player?
Hey, it's Cena.
Yo, Burt Reynolds. Love doing Boogie Nights, dog. Tori, how you doing? You want to go out for sausage later on or something? Oh, yo, how you doing?
Hi,
Dr. Monsignor
Christy.
Johnson.
Whoa, hold on a second, everybody. John Cena in the house. Everybody take notice.
Come on, man.
No. I've seen you around before.
Yeah, I'll be live tonight with Impact Wrestling, my
Not
friends.
one bit. This whole freestyle rapping thing, it's not even that hard. You got an album, whatever. I could do that. In fact, I could beat you at a rap competition any day of the week. Any day.
Oh,
All right, homie, show me some street cred. Show me what you got. That's cool.
Right now,
You said you can freestyle. Hit a little something. Do what you got to do.
Tomko, give me a beat. All right, forget it. It goes a little something like this. My name is Christian, the king of crunk. I'm taking you to school, Cena, and you're gonna flunk. I'm Captain Charisma. I'm Captain Charisma. Read him and weeps. I'm gonna throw you out for all my peeps. Just like Dracula comes from Transylvania, I'm winning the Rumble and going on to WrestleMania. What do you think of that, baby boy? Huh? Come on,
baby
beat
boy.
Captain Charisma, walking around with your fake smile, think you can rap just because you watched 8 Mile. Word on the street is your peeps are weak, and you and Blackbeard share a bed when you sleep. Yo, this is Chain Gang. We run the showdown. Tonight's like your sex life. Your ass is gonna go down. I go to the ring when my name is called. You can pick my number. You like playing with balls.
Well then.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's only one John Cena, and he is...
And that's Cena. Hugh can't see me. Good old John Cena. You can see why he was a draw, right, guys? You can see why John Cena was a draw. He is great. But remember, everyone, if you are enjoying the show, can you do me a real solid favor? Leave a like on this video. Make sure you are subscribed as well. Hopefully, we can see your name pop up there on the top left-hand side of the screen. And also, everybody, if you are truly enjoying the show and you wish to highlight your comment, you can always drop a little super chat donation. It doesn't matter how much or how little. Any little bit is appreciated to keep this channel rolling. Thank you guys so very much. But also, once again, everyone, make sure you get your votes in for... well, which show are we streaming next week? It is Royal Rumble month here on the channel. And so, we got Royal Rumble 08, we have Royal Rumble 99, Royal Rumble 2011, and Royal Rumble 2002. You can do vote 08, vote 99, vote 11, or vote 02. You suck. You suck. You suck. You suck. It's Kurt Angle. What? Oh, Steve. Steve. You don't donate that often, man, and you never have to. Like, nobody ever has to. But, Steve, thank you, man. Seriously. How you doing today, man? You doing well? That's incredibly kind of you, my dude. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you, man. Here comes the Big Show. And also, even better, even better, my man, that you didn't have to include emojis. But let's roll it. Here's the 10 bomb. Behold the king. The king of kings. Just got free. Good to hear, my man. Good to hear. Kick back, relax. I don't know if you spark it up or if you drink it up or what you do, but whatever you do, relax, my friend. Enjoy the rest of this stream. All hail. Bow down to the king.
Pop considered putting emojis, but no.
Big fight feel with the Big Show, Kurt Angle, and then JBL. I forgot, this is the JBL era. This is World or WWE Champion JBL. This is WWE Champion JBL. So, I got a legitimate question for you guys. Who was more detested for being the WWE Champion? JBL or Jinder Mahal? They are very comparable. Very, very comparable with their thrust to the main event scene. Who do you guys think? JBL or Jinder Mahal? Who was hated more during their title reign? Because JBL was hated. People hated that he held onto the title as long as he did. Oh, JBL's limping to the ring. Lots of people saying JBL here. I think I have to agree with you guys. I think JBL does have the edge over Jinder Mahal in terms of, like, one of the most hated WWE Championship reigns. And when I say hated, I don't mean the hate of, like, this was formulated for you to dislike the person. This is straight up people rejecting who was the champion. Thing was, JBL's championship reign went from being rejected at the start to being just kind of like, how long is he going to hold on to it until somebody finally takes the title from him? Was it Cena that took the title from him? It was John Cena that took the title from JBL, right? Oh, no. Hang on. No. 1 sec. Before you guys jump all over that, hang on. No, it wasn't John Cena. It was Eddie. Or was it John Cena? Shoot. Eddie was 2004. No. No. So it was Cena, right? It was Cena, right? It went Eddie, JBL, Cena. Or did somebody take it from Eddie? It was Cena. Okay. All right. So Cena took it from JBL. Cena's first world championship. Eddie took it off Brock. Who took it off of Eddie? Do you guys remember who took the title off of Eddie? It was Eddie, JBL, Cena, and then Edge. All right. That's what Trey says. Oh, what a chop from the Big Show. My God. That guy's hand is massive. So it went Brock, then Eddie, then JBL, then Cena, then Edge. Okay, cool. Cool. Right, because that's where Cena morphed the belt into the spinner belt, right? And then Edge took it and turned it into the spinner rated RKO belt. Or rated R belt. Right. Uh-oh, JBL went for a crossbody, caught by Big Show, scoop slam down into the mat. And a leg drop as well. Man, Big Show was massive. This is not the same Paul White that was in WCW, is it? Not the same Paul White that came over to WWE as the Giant. Or no, came over... He was the Giant in WCW. That's right. He was the Giant in WCW, and then he came over to WWE. He was Paul White, and then the Big Show. JBL, oh, right, yeah, JBL beat Eddie in a bull rope match at the Great American Bash in 04 to win the title. Right. If there was a regular spot, your catchphrase would be, if I'm being honest. I wish I could stop saying that. I'm literally honest all the time when I'm talking to you guys. I don't know why I break it up by saying, if I'm being honest. Don't know why I do that. Big Show now, double clothesline over the top rope and down to the outside of the ring. Yeah, Big Show been pretty dominating early on. We're 3 likes away, though, everyone, from 100, so make sure you leave a like. And officially, an hour in, or a little over an hour into the show. Oh, Angle's head went face first off the steel steps. Did I like Raw? Well, here's the thing. With Raw last night, as a wrestling WWE fan, it was fine. It was fine for what it was. If anybody who never watches wrestling was tuning in for the first time, or somebody who stopped watching wrestling for a long time and decided to tune in again last night, they would not have made it through the show. That to me tells me it's a show that was missing a lot of stuff, that tried a lot of things that didn't work, and yeah, it was a fine enough show for people who are fans of wrestling. But the problem is the ratings are at an all-time low. Raw's got to try to figure out something, just anything, to be different. Look at what SmackDown's doing. Why is SmackDown so much better than Raw? What is it that they are doing versus what Raw is doing? And last night they tried something. I will give WWE every credit in the book. They tried to make the show entertaining. They tried to make it different. They tried something. It didn't work. That's the problem. The Alexa Bliss stuff is fine for middle of the show. Fine for middle of the show. As your main event thing over and over again, I don't think it's where people are going to be sticking around for. It's not what people are going to be sticking around for at all, in my opinion. Big Show just went through a table after a low blow from Kurt Angle. That's a that's a big fall, man. Roger Dodger says, got to meet Paul White. Huge, but didn't come close to putting Andre on the butt. Was trying for the back. I was like in 6th grade. Andre was so massive. Like, I can't imagine meeting Andre the Giant. How insane that must have been. It must have been so crazy just to see a living giant like that. Nice arm drag there from Kurt Angle deep to JBL, and JBL is down on the mat right now. I'm a little tired. Hey, thank you everybody for 100 likes. Ooh, goes for the big boot, double leg takedown, and now Kurt Angle goes right back to work on the arm. Steve Taylor says to think AJ broke JBL's record to be the longest reigning world champion in SmackDown history is kind of wild. It kind of is. Kind of is. Styles deserves it, though. It was literally Eddie versus literally anyone in those few months he was champion. Why is there no WWE being shown? Simple, because I do not own the copyright to it, my friend. If you'd like to watch along with us, you can sync up your WWE network to the time on the screen right over there. So 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 47 seconds right there is where we're at. If you'd like to sync along with us, you can. Nice German suplex from Kurt Angle to JBL. I'll work on it unbroken. Oh. 2 kick out by Angle. Nice. Wrestling and Comics Awesomeness says, I've met Ron Simmons, Teddy Long, and Kevin Nash, and Buff Bagwell before at an event 3 or 4 years ago. It was an awesome time. Got their autographs. That's amazing, dude. That's amazing. I've never met a wrestler. Never met a wrestler. Big Show now into the corner. No, I thought he was going into the corner after Kurt Angle, but he turns his attention over to JBL, and now JBL just sent into the corner. Joso, how you doing, buddy? He asked, if I lose my membership, will I get removed from the CMU? No, friend. Nope, you will not, Joso. You're in the CMU right now. Just keep chatting along with us, keep talking, all of that. You don't have an active membership right now, but that's okay. Yeah, I know you're around the channel. I know you've supported the channel. I know that you are interested in the series, so don't worry, buddy. Oh my God, double leg takedown / a clothesline as well. I didn't call that move right. What was that actual move? That was a chop block to the back of the leg and a clothesline combo from JBL and Kurt Angle. Didn't call that move correctly. JBL went for a clothesline, runs into a German suplex. Into the cover, count of 2, kick out by Big Show, and a strong kick out at that. What match are we on? We are on the second last match of the evening, the third last match of the evening. We're on JBL versus Kurt Angle versus Big Show. Into the cover, count of 2, kick out by Big Show. Oh boy. So Lauren Richard loves the Alexa Bliss storyline. Fair enough, my friend. Fair enough. Ray Gunn says, back when WWE was actually good, changed my mind. I don't think you're going to have a lot of people trying to change your mind, my friend. Into the cover, count of 2. Yoo-hoo! Foot on the bottom rope by JBL. That's amazing, Roger Dodger. I hope we get back to that type of feel. Wrestling once was such a community, wasn't it? And now it's a bunch of communities who seem to be at each other's throats. I hope we get back to that. I hope people realize just how special wrestling can be for people. And I hope we get back to that sort of feel. Big Show just drove JBL through the barricade, though. Hey, Jack Vegetables, how you doing, my friend? And yeah, can I believe R-Truth is 49? Dude is still magic, isn't he? He's still magic. The man who never ages. How do I feel about Ricochet right now? Yeah. He's Ricochet. He needs to get better on the microphone. His in-ring work is phenomenal. Extremely athletic. Yeah. It's crazy though. Between Kane and Ricochet, they've both had no problem wearing a mask in their career. Like, you know, with the whole Prince Puma mask and the whole Kane mask, they had no problem with it. But very interesting that they have lots of problems wearing one today. Ghostface Man. Wait, what the hell? Jindrak? I've never heard of this guy. Who the hell what is going on in this match? Jindrak. I've never heard of Jindrak. Never heard of Jindrak. No, I've never heard of Jindrak. This is my first time. I gotta actually look him up. So Jindrak. Jindrak was supposed to be a part of Evolution? What? Mark Jindrak. Wow. What a clothesline. Angle back in the ring. 2. JBL steals it. Wow, JBL steals it again. Holy moly. And he gets out of there with the title. So... Jindrak was soon called up by WWE from OVW. Triple H would reveal in his 2013 Triple H Thy Kingdom Come DVD that Jindrak was originally planned to be in Evolution alongside of himself, Ric Flair, and Randy Orton. This claim was further confirmed by vignettes filmed that featured Jindrak with Evolution. However, then, for undisclosed reasons, his spot as the Arn Anderson-like enforcer of the group ended up going to Batista instead. This would be elaborated on in the 2020 Evolution episode on the WWE Network that was revealed. Vince McMahon wanted Jindrak in the group to replace Batista due to his tricep injury in 2003. However, Triple H felt Jindrak had the talent, he lacked the maturity for the group, and he felt he was dragging Randy Orton down. Jindrak, who made his first WWE program appearance in 15 years in the interview, agreed with Triple H's assessment. Wow. No idea. That's crazy. So he was supposed to be the Batista. Carlito and Batista.
That's cool, man. Cool. You're cool. Yeah, check this out. This is cool. Why don't you sign my petition to get rid of Theodore Long as the general manager of SmackDown? Why don't you take this pen right here in your hand, man?
I don't think so, man. Good luck with it, but I'm not going to sign it.
Oh, you're not going to sign it?
No.
Okay.
You watch Raw last week?
Yeah.
Did you see what I did with that flagpole?
Yeah.
Imagine what I could do with your little petition.
Just kidding, man. You just
Good luck with it.
Yeah, thank you. Okay.
The hell kind of championship match do you call that when you have 100 people interfering?
What are you talking about? Like your world championship match?
Batista's gonna get his Rumble
Everybody
number
knows
now.
That Evolution's gonna get involved. Batista, you can even ask him. He can tell you that.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
Get my number.
What I'm going to do?
What are you gonna do?
Raw's championship match, Evolution is banned from ringside.
Really?
That's right, Batista, and my decision is final. The only question is, do you want to tell Triple H, or would you like me to?
No, I'll tell him.
Batista says, I'll tell him.
You know something? For once, you've done something right.
There is only one WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen. WrestleMania goes Hollywood. WrestleMania 21.
Well, there you go.
Los Angeles, in a matter of moments, 63 days away.
Well, what do you guys think so far? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Let me know right here in the live chat for the show tonight. I mean, it's the Royal Rumble. It is what it is. We just got the WWE, or sorry, the World Heavyweight Championship match coming up next, and then, of course, the actual Royal Rumble match. But if you guys could also do me a solid, please make sure you just smack a like on this video. That would be great.
I think he's going to get some kind of pleasure in giving that news to Triple H.
And are you guys enjoying these throwback live streams? If you are, give me a hell yeah in the live chat, because I think it's been a lot of fun. It adds a certain depth to the channel that we didn't have before, and it just gives us some actual extra stuff to stream. You're loving them? Good. Good, good, good.
This is going to be an awesome, now one-on-one main event. And let's go back to the Elimination Chamber.
Good to see everybody. So happy you guys are enjoying it. Hey, Mr. Dave Arua. How you doing, man? How are you doing? Do my thing? Oh, I'm going to keep doing my thing. Yeah, Raygun, it would be amazing if I could show you. Like, trust me, if I could have somehow, right over in that corner, right over there, the actual video of the show, it would be fantastic. Can you guys just picture this, okay? Picture this. One sec, this is just going to show the wrong thing. Just picture this, okay, guys? Picture in the corner right over here somehow, if I was able to have this, if I was able to throw that in the corner, how cool would that be? That'd be like the coolest thing ever if I could just have the actual footage of the show in the actual corner of the screen. But unfortunately, guys, that's not how copyright works, right? Unfortunately, that will not work that way. Be the coolest thing. You think it's better if they have the actual Royal Rumble at the beginning of the pay-per-view or the end? You need to end with it. You need to end with it. The Royal Rumble is the most exciting event WWE puts on every single year. It's arguably more exciting than WrestleMania. Sure, WrestleMania has that Mania feel because it's freaking WrestleMania, but there is something about the Royal Rumble. Just that countdown, that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You know, there's just something so exciting. Ghostface says, is there not a way that you can add in the video during the highlights after the stream, or will you get copyrighted? I'll get copyrighted, my friend. I'll get copyrighted. Technically speaking, I should be able to use up to 15 seconds of video per, or up to 15 seconds of audio and video without editing it at all. However, due to copyright, you have to transform the original work enough on YouTube. But there's still many, many ways that like big corporations like WWE, what have you, are able to take down videos that even feature 5 seconds of a copyright or 10 seconds or what have you. They have the ability to basically disregard fair use rules and take your video down or earn your ad revenue from it. Like, it kind of sucks. So, no. There's no way for me to do that. There's a reason why sometimes I will include, like, a little GIF of the moment, though, with part of the video that happened, you know? So, like, when Alexa Bliss did the fireball thing, I put the fireball part in for about, like, 5 seconds, whatever it was. Exactly, Byronite. I don't know, that's the thing. Being forced to watch a TV show I don't want to watch. You have absolutely no idea. Well, that sucks. And here's Randall Keith Orton. The Burnin' My Light theme song. You heard Roman's match is the main event of the Rumble this year. Well, they just called Randy Orton versus Triple H the main event of the Rumble this year. On this one. Like, this one that we're watching right now. So, I get it. It's the main event. It's... WWE would be so silly to put a world title match in the main event of a show called the Royal Rumble when they have 2 Royal Rumble matches on the card. They'd be so silly. So silly. Well, it's an interesting concept, and the audience participation, I think, is what makes it so popular. Way more than WrestleMania. It's... WrestleMania and Royal Rumble are two, like... I don't know how else to say it. Royal Rumble is the event you watch if you do not watch WWE. It's the event to watch if you do not watch wrestling. If you watch wrestling at all, WrestleMania is the culmination of the biggest stories that they can tell of that year. And that's why they're so revered for wrestling fans, right? But at the end of the day, you know, the Royal Rumble is just so damn exciting. It said last week it's the main event in terms of title matches. Fair enough. Cool. May you answer my question. What's your question there, Joso? Now that you don't have your green badge beside your name, it's a little tougher to see your messages scrolling by. Dave Ruiz says, in my opinion, growing up in the 90s, the Rumble was bigger than Mania. There you go. Time to play the game. Hey, Philip Visual, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. If there could only be 5 pay-per-views, they would be Rumble, Mania, Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, Survivor Series. I'd argue Hell in a Cell. I'd argue Hell in a Cell more than Survivor Series. Here's the reason why. WWE does the culmination of a lot of their feuds at Hell in a Cell in October every single year. I think it was put there for a reason. I don't like the idea of the gimmick pay-per-view being Hell in a Cell and Hell in a Cell matches only being on that show for the most part. But I would say that Hell in a Cell is actually bigger than Survivor Series these days. It's the culmination of a lot of feuds. They've been trying to put it as like that culminating part before Survivor Series. Survivor Series is the battle of the brands, which is very fun. Very fun. I'd say Hell in a Cell has been bigger. What truly comes out of Survivor Series, right? What has truly come out of Survivor Series? Especially when we've been doing the brand head-to-head thing. We've gotten some really cool matches.
Only 2 men in the history of our business have been world champion more than Triple H. They're both Hall of Famers. Hollywood
So glad Jason Dreamer.
That's where Triple H stands right now in the history of this business.
But what do you guys think? What's more important to you currently if you had to pick, let's say, a top 5? If you had to pick a top 5, and let's say the top 5 was Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, Money in the Bank, and SummerSlam. What's your 5th? Is it Hell in a Cell, or is it Survivor Series? What do you think currently? Don't go off the name value. Go off of the actual pay-per-views and what they provide to the company these days. What do you think, guys? We got Hell in a Cell, a couple Hell in a Cells. Wow. some more Hell in a Cells. We got a Survivor Series there. Hell in a Cell. All right. You say that, Austin James, but I went to SummerSlam 2019, and it felt like an incredibly special event. SummerSlam 2019 felt so special. Now, I was there live, so it probably helped, but it was like the debut of The Fiend. It was Edge's return on the pre-show. Remember that? Edge with the spear? That was his original return, not his return in the Rumble. When Edge hit that spear on Elias, it happened at SummerSlam 2019, and I was there live for that. I marked out, man. Yeah, I still say SummerSlam. Did I say Survivor Series? I think I said Survivor Series. SummerSlam 2019 is what I'm trying to talk about here. My brain just gets so confused sometimes. But yeah, SummerSlam is just an absolute... It's such an iconic event. Absolutely an iconic event. SmackDown #1 show says Survivor Series. They only say in Hell in a Cell because of you. Okay, do you know that for sure, or is that just your opinion? You know, these guys are welcome to their own opinion as well. That's okay if you prefer Survivor Series. And I still think Survivor Series is an absolutely massive show. It still is. It's just, if I was able to list it, I would probably put Hell in a Cell over Survivor Series these days. But everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Just like you are to yours. Was the Fiend entrance scary? Was his entrance scary? What I'm trying to ask is like how scary it was. It wasn't that scary, my friend. Oh my God, Orton just dumped over the top of the rope and down to the outside of the ring. Absolutely your opinion. Absolutely.
Certainly a desperation attempt by Triple H to counter. Look at this one more time. Randy Orton, he's one to end.
What is your favorite match of each era? Oh, I have no idea, Joe. So, I have no idea, man. I'd have to sit down and do some actual thinking with that. Roger Dodger says, I have my own thoughts. Still say Hell in a Cell. Mic drop. Yeah, like it was, I mean, it was just more cool than anything. It was bone-chilling seeing The Fiend's entrance live for the first time. Like, we didn't know what his theme music was going to be. We didn't know what the entrance was going to look like. The severed head lantern thing, we weren't expecting that. Everything for The Fiend's character worked, seeing it live for the first time. And, yeah. I just had a great time with it. I'm still so sad that that WWE blocked my my whole reaction to the Fiend entrance and everything, like my SummerSlam vlog, all of that. It's so ridiculous that they blocked that. See, that's the problem with companies, especially entertainment companies. They desperately, so badly don't want people to see their show without paying a ticket, and I understand. But, like, you're talking about YouTube clips of an event that have already happened. Like, you know what I mean? How is it their right to block it? I know they want you to see it on the actual TV show, but, like, I've never understood why they block, like, fans reacting to stuff in the arenas. I've never understood that. I've never understood why they basically say you can't do anything in our arena. You can't film our performers at all. Like, you know, and I get part of it. It's probably a privacy thing and all that, but still, it's just kind of like it's an entrance for a WWE event live. Why is that not allowed to be, you know, posted online? Ghostface says, in my opinion, Hell in a Cell is way more important than Money in the Bank. What do you think? I don't see it that way, but I understand where you're coming from, because Money in the Bank recently has very much been a thing that is not overly integral to the show. It's a prop, but not used the best recently. But in my rankings, I would still have Money in the Bank above Hell in a Cell. If I could rank the importance of shows for me, I'd probably go 1 with Royal Rumble, 2 with WrestleMania, 3 you're talking Yeah, 3 is SummerSlam, 4 is Money in the Bank, 5 is Hell in a Cell for me, 6 is Survivor Series. 7 is probably TLC. 8, maybe Extreme Rules. What else do they have? I guess there's Payback in there. You see what I mean? It kind of starts falling off at that point. But those would be my top 5 if I had to pick. Do you think they will ever do a WrestleMania in Hawaii? Not likely, my friend. Not very likely. WWE can move Money in the Bank matches to WrestleMania and have WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, SummerSlam, and maybe either Hell in a Cell or Elimination Chamber. See, here's the thing. I don't like the idea of moving Money in the Bank back to WrestleMania. I like the idea of Money in the Bank being its own event because it's important enough with enough history now at the event to make it feel like a big event. I disagree. I think Money in the Bank absolutely belongs at its own pay-per-view event. But it's okay if you guys disagree with my take on that as well. I do think Money in the Bank has become more of a thing that fans can look forward to every single week. Every single year. Who is going to cash in Money in the Bank and when are they going to cash it in? And who's going to win Money in the Bank this year? And it's a question that you can put into storylines very easily. I like it. 1, 2, kick out by Triple H and Randy Orton. This is just a classic Randy Orton Triple H match. Slow as can be. Con, I saw the Fiend entrance live, and I also met you and Bob. Yeah, we were at the same show, my friend. That's when I met you. I used to have to sneak 35mm cameras into wrestling events just as I did rock concerts. Stuffed the film rolls in my socks and my drawers. That was a big no-no back in the day. No pictures allowed. Crazy. Crazy stuff. Hey, Cody Begg, how you doing, man? Good to see you, buddy. Oh. I'm doing pretty good there, Wall. Thanks for asking. Hopefully you're doing fantastic today. Hey, Hub City Finest, welcome to the stream, my friend. And Randy Orton just extending his fingertips, just touching the bottom rope. Just touching. Oh, and Triple H pulls him back. Cool. Kakapopo says WWE needs to take away a pay-per-view like Extreme Rules. Yeah. That one I would be okay rebranding into something else. I'd be okay rebranding it into, like, a brand new name, you know? I do think wrestling fans these days, especially WWE fans, have latched on to what WWE once was and are unwilling to let go of what made that era good. Whatever era it might have been, whether it was the 90s, the 2000s, or the 2010s. You've latched on to something in wrestling that makes you believe this is the way wrestling has to be. There doesn't need to be an Extreme Rules pay-per-view every single year. There doesn't need to be a Clash of Champions pay-per-view every single year. There doesn't need to be this. There doesn't need to be that. There doesn't even need to be WrestleMania every year. Remember, wrestling is very much what can a promoter do in order to draw the biggest crowd / draw the most amount of money. And that's why, you know, when we see events like Hell in a Cell form, like Money in the Bank form, like Royal Rumble form, we feel like we need to have it every single year. But we don't need to have everything every single year. So what about the idea to try to float in some new pay-per-view ideas, some new pay-per-view names? I know they had Great Balls of Fire, but let's actually have some pay-per-view names that have a legitimate chance of working. Not Extreme Rules, the horror show. No, we're talking legitimate pay-per-view names that could be in your rotation for the next 3 to 4 years that you can pull from. Think about Capital Punishment, right? When they were in Washington, D.C. That one, you know, people crapped on the name of the event, but at the end of the day, it made sense why it was called that, right? I would like WWE to just get a little bit more creative with their pay-per-view names. Keep your big ones, keep your Money in the Bank, keep your WrestleMania, keep your Royal Rumble, keep your SummerSlam. I think the idea of Survivor Series is coming back. I think Survivor Series is in a good position. I think you could probably rebrand it. I know Survivor Series has a lot of history in the WWE, but I would like the idea of a Survivor Series elimination match or traditional match to stay a part of the November event. And then maybe you change up the actual pay-per-view name. Maybe you change up something else. I don't know. I'm just floating ideas out there. I know lots of people would be very adamant against getting rid of Survivor Series, and I completely understand that side of things as well. But whatever they got to do to kind of shed the old perception that they have and move into the new direction while maintaining the idea that they're WWE is going to be very important for them to try to figure it out. 5 yearly pay-per-views and the rest are rotational. Love it. Kakapopo, there you go, man. Absolutely. Have a list of pay-per-view events that you could choose from. Also come up with some new names. Have it be your goal to introduce 1 or 2 new pay-per-view names and concepts throughout the year. Make that your goal. Make it stand out. Give people something different. Don't rely on the same old that got over once and you proceeded to melt for the next 25 years. They're bringing back Fastlane after the Chamber. I always liked the idea of Fastlane. Fastlane on the road to WrestleMania. I like that. I like that. The name made sense. It's the Fastlane to Mania. It was a gimmick match. It was the road to WrestleMania. It had, it made sense. I like that one. I think Cyber Sunday, guys. Yeah, Cyber Sunday. Why are we not doing a Cyber Sunday in the current day and age with social media? Why are we not doing a Cyber Sunday? That absolutely needs to be a thing. Absolutely. Armageddon, No Mercy. Sure, guys. Like all those pay-per-view events that you want to see, think about it. You could have in a rotation. Maybe you don't see it every single year. Maybe every 2 or 3 years you see Armageddon return and you're like, oh, do you remember 3 years ago when I was watching Armageddon? When this happened? Oh my God, it's back again. I'm so pumped. You get what I mean? Right? There would be that feel. There would be that vibe, that excitement surrounding pay-per-view event names. And like they have been bringing back some. Big crossbody from Randy Orton down to the cover. Count of 2. Kick out by Triple H. Pretty much, Byron Knight. Yeah, NXT's been doing a solid job with it because they brought back a few pay-per-view names like the Great American Bash and Halloween Havoc. And that is because AEW decided to do the weekly special, or not weekly special shows, but decided to do some special shows on their television show. So NXT had to compete. It's no surprise that every time that AEW announces a specialty show, NXT rebuttals with one. However, at the end of the day, that's what promoters do, right? They gotta make sure that they are trying to draw as much as possible. But the thing is that Vince McMahon is doing it out of competition. Not because he thinks it's a good idea for his company. He's doing it out of competition. But he knows full-heartedly that if he puts effort into a show, like he does with those Halloween Havocs or the Great American Bash, if you put the effort into it, people are going to watch. But he seems to forget that would work on the main roster too. It doesn't have to be Monday Night Raw every single week. It doesn't have to be SmackDown every single week. It could be a special edition of Raw, a special edition of SmackDown with a proper name that isn't freaking Legends Night. You get what I'm saying? Right? It doesn't have to be, oh, the Legends are returning tonight, so it's a special night. No, it could be just literally we're building up to a big show on Raw, and you need to promote it as a big show. The amount of times that I will click on WWE.com and click on Monday Night Raw 4 hours out from the event to try to make my event right here on the stream to kick out by H. When I look ahead of time trying to make my event right here on the channel for the stream, WWE doesn't even have the card up to date, doesn't even have matches made for the evening. It's so disjointed. It's crazy. Yet then you click on NXT and they've got 5, 6, 7 matches announced a week ahead of time because they know what they're doing. Joso asking me, should I watch Brett versus HBK and Angle versus Brock, both Iron Man matches? Sure, man. Why not? We got a fairly close poll going on over here, though, everyone. It looks like it's getting down between 99 and 11. So which one would you guys like to see this upcoming, or sorry, next week, 1 week from today? Which one would you like us to watch? Royal Rumble 2008, Royal Rumble 2011, Royal Rumble 1999, or Royal Rumble 2002? What do you guys got right here? Do either vote 08, vote 99, vote 11, or vote 02. Judgment Day, Bragging Rights, King of the Ring, Vengeance. All of those could be Raw. Can you imagine if you saw Raw, Vengeance? Special edition of Raw, 3-hour edition of Raw. We have a WWE title match. Think about when we had Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship on that episode of Raw. Build it up to be something else. Build it up. You got a WWE Championship match. Make it something more. There's no reason why they can't. Right? Like, what is the actual reasoning behind why they couldn't? Because Vince McMahon says no. The only thing they have to do is they have to provide a 3-hour TV show to USA Network every Monday. Same with Friday Night SmackDown. They got to provide a 2-hour TV show to Fox every Friday. That's the only thing they have to really follow. Provide a wrestling show. So provide a damn wrestling show and make it must-see. It's not hard, right? It's definitely not hard. Raw is always 3 hours. Yes, it is. But it's not hard to promote it as a 3-hour specialty show. You know what I mean? Why don't they have a special edition of Raw called Raw is War? Have it feature some of the biggest rivalries on Raw and have it build to a new story as well. Like, this is what I mean. There's so many good things that could still happen in wrestling. I've got so many WWF and WCW pay-per-views on VHS. We had that big dish in the backyard, and I had a guy in town program my card every month so I could watch everything. $100 a month. Good old days. Man, those are the days, dude. I would have loved to have been a tape collector. Oh, I just, if I could have been a tape trader, be back in those days, if I was the level of fandom I am right now for wrestling, well, let's go back right until I was born, 25 years ago. You know, if I was born 25 years earlier, I think I would have been so into it at the time. I would have been a tape trader. I think I would have been, I would have been all over that. It would have been so cool getting stuff from wherever you could. Watching wrestling. It would have been so neat. Finding those friends. Sending them in the mail. Trading with people online. The early days of online. Yeah. Early days of online. Uh-oh. Trips has a sledge. Sledgehammer. Orton, though, pulls him down, and down goes Triple H. Get rid of Payback for Judgment Day and schedule it to be after Backlash like the good old days. Do you agree? Change things up. Don't just go to what worked in the past. Change things up. Also, Austin James suggesting the single-branded pay-per-view brand split. No, that won't work for me. And here's the reason why. WWE has tried that many times, and every single time it has worked for probably 1 or 2 pay-per-views. Usually what it feels like is the pay-per-views don't have enough matches on them to feel like worthy of being a pay-per-view. Usually those brand exclusive ones are not good enough. Some will obviously be good, but for the most part, they just kind of felt underwhelming. You know, you'd get like every 2 weeks there was a pay-per-view. It was too many. Way too many. That was like 2018, if I'm not mistaken. What a clothesline from Triple H. Yeah, it doesn't work. They tried it once, way back in the day with Raw and SmackDown. Kind of worked for a little bit, then it stopped. They went back to the non-brand exclusive pay-per-views, and then they switched eventually back when there was the brand split in 2016. Nope, the Rumble will be happening after this match right now. Currently in the ring is Triple H and Randy Orton. I like the brand split. I like the idea of having one roster of Raw, one roster of SmackDown, and keeping them separate. I really do like that. However, once it comes times for pay-per-views, that's where you bring them together. 1, 2, 3. Randy Orton loses to Triple H. Yeah, that's a classic Triple H Randy Orton match. Slow. Slow as can be. Slow, slow, slow. The wild card rules just ruined the draft. Yeah, a little bit. I would also not mind if they wanted to add some sort of rivalry between Raw and SmackDown to make it feel like the shows are at each other's throats. I wouldn't even mind if they could have at pay-per-views. This is just an idea, okay, guys? You might not like this, but this is just me thinking out loud. My idea here is, what if you had an ability to have at every single pay-per-view one superstar who's doing nothing on SmackDown and one superstar who's doing nothing on Raw face each other? Could have a battle of Raw versus SmackDown. It could be a male or female performer, doesn't really matter. At every single pay-per-view. And on the line could be something for the draft. I don't know like what it could be, but like throughout the course of a calendar year, or like treat it maybe something is on the line overall throughout the course of the year. Who wins the battle of Raw versus SmackDown? Who has the overall most points at the end of the year? And the winner at the end of the year, maybe the World Championship or the WWE Championship, whichever championship represents your brand. Sorry, I mean Universal title and WWE title. Maybe whichever one represents that brand who wins the points throughout the year main events WrestleMania. Maybe that's how you make it the story. Maybe that's how you do something with it. Have a battle of head-to-head people every single pay-per-view with people who are doing nothing on each brand. So one person from Raw, one person from SmackDown. The winner gets a point for their brand. And at the end of the year, you know, you could have it either be the person gets a WrestleMania main event or the title. I don't think I'm wording this really well. I'm not wording this really well. I know I'm confusing all of you guys. Let me try to explain it super duper clearly so that I understand what I'm saying as well. You have Raw versus SmackDown every pay-per-view in some way, shape, or form. 1v1. The winner gets a point for their brand. At the end of the year-long time, whether it be for the WWE Draft or WrestleMania, something is on the line. On the line could be the first overall draft pick if you wanted, or on the line maybe is like your WWE title if you're on Raw is going to be defended in the main event. Or if you win it for SmackDown, then SmackDown's Universal title will be in the main event. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's my idea. What do you guys think?
You are the greatest. What's up, nephew? Hello, Mr. Bishop. Now you are a real general manager.
Okay, J. King. Yeah, J. King, you actually, dude, yeah. Yeah, you just pointed out a little bit of a flaw right there. I basically just described TNA Bound for Glory series. Did I? Oh.
That's a general manager
all right.
There. Hello, Mr. Bishop. You're always welcome at our party. What's up, my nephew? Off the hizzle for shizzle. I guess you came to tell me thank you. I'll even buy you a 40 ounce of malt. Holla, 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 holla.
to him, champ. Give it to him.
You know something? Since you're here, JBL.
Yes, I am.
I just wanted to tell you about your next WWE title match.
I'm not even sober after this one yet. Let me sober up first, player.
Let's talk about SmackDown.
Went through fire, baby.
Hey, hold on a minute,
like
player.
smoke. A little champion.
Let's talk about SmackDown's next pay-per-view. No Way Out.
Why don't we talk about it tomorrow? I got a little drink.
No, we're gonna talk about it tonight.
I got an escort service to call tonight.
Well, what's gonna happen at No Way Out? You will face the man that you did not pin tonight, the Big Show.
What's he gonna do? Eat me? What's he gonna do? I don't care if he's born the Jurassic age, the Triassic age, or the Chevy Classic age. I'm gonna beat Big Show like he's gonna eat a pizza. Hey. I'm the greatest ever. I am the greatest. I'm a wrestling guy.
I've got one other thing to tell you, player. Hey, I've got one other thing to say to you.
I'm a wrestling god.
Like tonight, there will be no outside interference at No Way Out.
Well, it wasn't tonight either. We don't need it.
Because for the first time in the history of the WWE, this match will be a barbed wire steel cage match. How about that, player?
Wow. JBL doesn't like that.
Did he just say? Well, JBL called himself God.
So there you go. There's that one going into the future. Barbed wire steel cage match at the next pay-per-view there for the 2005 storylines. But yeah, I think that some people have pointed out some flaws with my thinking with that, so I think I'm going to settle. I think it would be an amazing idea to do that whole everybody has a person, well, Raw has a person represent them, SmackDown has a person represent them on a pay-per-view. They fight. Whoever wins gets a point for their team. At the end of the year, they do that every single pay-per-view. At the end of the year, whichever brand has the most amount of points earns the #1 overall draft pick in the WWE draft. I think that would be cool. What do you guys think? I think that's what I have to settle on.
Who drew numbers 1 and 2 will enter this ring, and the match will begin. Then, every 90 seconds thereafter, another Raw or SmackDown superstar enters the match according to the number he drew. Elimination occurs when an individual is thrown over the top rope and both feet must touch the floor. The last man in this ring, after all 29 others have been eliminated, will be the winner, and he will earn a championship match at WrestleMania.
Here comes Eddie. Viva la raza! It's Royal Rumble time! Oh yeah, he lies, he cheats, he steals. There we go. All right, and everybody, I kindly ask if you could, please make sure you leave a like on this video. Also, making sure you are subscribed to the channel. We are currently at 1 hour and 55 minutes and 45 seconds. If you guys wish to watch along with us, this is the Royal Rumble match time. Here we go. Also, to everybody, I've got some exciting news for my microphone here. So, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but recently the pop, every time I use the it's really popping these days. Extremely loud. I'm not exactly sure why it's as loud as it is, but I've ordered myself a new shock mount because this thing isn't actually the correct shock mount for this microphone, and I've ordered a pop filter. It's Chris Benoit who's going to be #2. And I've ordered myself a pop filter, so these should be here pretty soon, and then hopefully it won't be as difficult for you guys to listen to. It's Chris Benoit. Yeah. Yeah, I know you guys, you're going to make the jokes about who is it? Who? But we all know. Man, this is so sad, though. This is so sad. This is so sad that Eddie and Chris Benoit are in the ring together. Damn, man. Damn.
We're best friends for years and years. I mean, they know each other up and down the road together, trained together, ate together, traveled together. They know each other. That's my
All right, and they lock up here in the center of the ring. It is so sad, Roger Dodger. I'm actually very disappointed that I never got to see Eddie Guerrero's career. I never got to see Eddie Guerrero wrestle, like, whether it was live on TV, live in person, live on pay-per-view. I never got to see Eddie Guerrero wrestle live once. Sucked. Never got to see him. I did get to see the very tail end of Chris Benoit. And I actually was watching... Not watching the newscast, but my mom, the day Chris Benoit died, so this is like literally the day before, like, obviously all the information came out that it was a double murder suicide, right? Before all that information came out, my mom, she was watching the news, and she knew obviously I'm a wrestling fan, and she was like, "Hey, you might want to watch this news program here. A wrestler died. Do you know who Chris Benoit is?" And I was like, "Yeah." "What? He died?" Like, kind of one of those reactions, right? Oh, it's Daniel Puder. Oh, no, Daniel Puder's here. I forgot about him. But she basically just said, like, "Here, come watch this newscast." And I remember watching it, and I was just like, are you kidding? Like, are you kidding? How old was I at the time? Well, let's take a look. When did he die? He died in 2007, so I would have been... Was I 12? Was that so? No. Yeah, 12. 12. I was 12 years old. Yeah, I was 12 years old, my friends, when she told me. Now Peter enters the ring. Peter ready to fight. Yeah, so then that night, I remember I sat down, was obviously not that happy hearing the news about Chris Benoit, not knowing what WWE was going to do. And then I remember, because it was also the week after that, or like 2 weeks after that, Vince McMahon's limo exploded. So I was really tuning in to see what happened with Vince McMahon. And then it opened the show with Vince McMahon. By the way, guys, I was at the age when Vince McMahon's limo exploded that I thought Vince McMahon was inside. That's where I was at that age, right? So, yeah, I was obviously, I think that might have been the very first time that I was exposed to the world of wrestling and kayfabe, was when Vince McMahon, whose character on screen, I thought he died, was standing in the center of the ring talking about a wrestler who actually died, and learning the difference between the two. That might have been the first eye-opening experience to kayfabe for me, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah. Oh, Eddie looking for the trio of amigos. Eddie with another. Man, Daniel Puder is not that smooth, is he? You can see Eddie's just working him through that match. Who's this? Hardcore Holly. All right, Hardcore Holly is here. That's not a bad take, Diego Toledo. Not a bad take whatsoever. Now Hardcore Holly, one of the stiffest workers ever. What a chop. Oh, no. Oh! Another chop from Bob Holly. Oh, they're just going to chop away on Daniel Puder. This kid took a beating, didn't he? Oh, my God. The initiation is there. Chris Benoit, what a chop. Oh, my God, Daniel Puder. Now Eddie's turn. Eddie. Con, that was Sammy. What was Sammy? What's Sammy, King of Fate? Who are you talking about? You said my name instead of Sammy. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I meant to be talking to Sammy. My bad. I said Diego. Who's next? It's the Hurricane. Oh, Puder's out of there. Oh, Bob Holly eliminated. It's the Hurricane. The Hurricane is here. Oh, no. Now Benoit and Guerrero just going to start chopping away on him in the corner.
Benoit hammering the Hurricane. His forearm there by Benoit. Hurricane got here just in time getting the help beat out of it. Benoit and Guerrero. Hey, Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero. I knew Guerrero was going to be.
It was made, he did exactly what Dominic Mysterio did, except for the fact Puder was made to do it as punishment for being too arrogant during Tough Enough. Back elbow right there from the Hurricane. Now up to the top rope, middle rope, I should say. Nice blockbuster from the Hurricane. Now Chris has him down with a big chop. Austin Gameplay Channel says con equals cringe. You're damn right, my friend. Cringe Man 167 up in here. Now Hurricane eliminated. Who's next? Ah! Kenzo Suzuki. Okay. All right, Kenzo. All right, Kenzo Suzuki. Let's see what he's got. Walking slowly down to the ring.
The first Royal Rumble for Kenzo Suzuki and the big man from Japan representing SmackDown.
Oh, no. Kenzo, though, is just going to get hit with those chops. That's not good, man. That's really not good. Big drop kick there from Eddie Guerrero. Now going for the suplex from Chris Benoit. Oh, my God. Big chop right there. Oh, but Kenzo firing back with his own little chops. But Eddie Guerrero now going to pull him back. It looks like Guerrero and Benoit are working really well together. Oh, by the way, everyone. Don't worry about it, Roger. Zero concerns, my friend. I got myself finally a new computer mouse. My mouse has been on the edge of breaking for a while. Oh, Eddie almost eliminated by Chris Benoit, and that's going to be the start of their dissension. But I finally got a new computer mouse. It's just charging up right now, but... But here, you guys can see it's nice little Razer mouse. It's my first ever Razer mouse, so I'm kind of pumped. I'm actually kind of really pumped. It is a wireless mouse. It's just charging up right now. But yeah, it's got the nice little cool color change as well. So I'm quite pumped to have it. I've never had an actual good mouse. I've only had like, you know, $15 wireless mouses my whole life. So this is kind of cool. Yeah, Edge is in the Rumble, by the way, right now, everyone. Second time we've seen Edge here tonight. Hey, Shadow, if, actually, one sec here. Nah, you're fine, man. You're fine. If you could just maybe just hold off like 30 seconds on sending something or something like that if it happens to do with who's coming down to the Rumble next. I think lots of people just don't like seeing it before I actually say it. That's all. You're doing fine, man. I see a lot of people getting upset at you here in the chat, but I don't think it's warranted. 2, 1. Hey, it's Lil Ray Ray. Man, this thing is packed. Booyaka, booyaka. It's Rey Mysterio. Yeah, if you want to maybe wait 15 seconds, just give yourself maybe a tiny bit more time. But yeah, may I ask you a question? Absolutely, Ghostface. Ooh. Kenzo has Ray up. Lil Ray Ray. Oh, Ray doesn't get eliminated, though. Ducks underneath. Which year did Ray win the Royal Rumble? Was that 2000 and... Oh, shoot. Was it 6? Or was it 3? It was 6, right? 2006? Okay, I was like, it's either 2006 or 2003, but... 2003 felt a little early for Rey Mysterio, so 06 makes sense. Okay, cool. 06 makes sense.
Yeah, they're friends, but yet they've had some battles. They enjoy fighting each other. Yes, they do. Anyway. A lot of respect for each other. Now Edge is focusing in on Latino Heat. Oh, who's next? 6 seconds here. Ray and Benoit.
All right.
Edge is going to be out next.
Hey, Shelton Benjamin. This is early Shelton Benjamin. This is early Shelton Benjamin, man. This is Benjamin who was basically the internet wrestling community favorite back then, the IWC favorite. Yeah, he was a big favorite of the internet wrestling fans for sure. What's your personal and mental take on the current day and age in pro wrestling? I'm going to try to decipher what you mean by that. So what is my take on the current state of wrestling is what I think you're getting at. Current state of wrestling. It's on the up. It's on the up. People may not want to believe that, but right now it's on the up. 2020, having no fans and forcing wrestlers to be more creative with their stories and being more creative on how they work in the ring and how they proceed about entertaining and how they form their promos and all of that. It was a very trying year for all wrestling companies in 2020. We are now getting into 2021 where live fans are becoming more and more likely. AEW already has some fans. You're going to get fans back. They're going to return. And you're going to notice a resurgence in wrestling. So right now, I do believe wrestling is... It went through one of these throughout 2020. It reached the lowest it has ever reached. But I think right now we're right here. We're at that part where it's turning. And it's all peaks and valleys. Always in wrestling, right? It's peaks and valleys. Booker T coming down to the ring, by the way. I do believe we're on the up. But we're just at the bottom of the curve. Like, it's going up for pro wrestling. I do believe lots of people will be entertained by it in the next few years. I think there's the stars needed in the business to make it entertaining. There's competition to make it entertaining. I think we got a good few years of wrestling coming up. But right now, we're just kind of on that little bit of an up right now before it goes up, and then we reach a peak, and then it comes down again. 93 to 96 is a perfect example. We're in the early years of the 90s. That's what we are in right now. Only difference is it's 2020s. Hey, William, how you doing, man? Utilizing social media correctly is going to catapult it back up. Abso-freaking-lutely. Just the wrestlers who are wrestling right now in the wrestling business, who believe that their social media presence needs to be their personal takes on everything when they are playing a character, is not right. I love that we have wrestlers who are speaking up on issues and everything like that. It is great. But if they're going to do that while mixing in storyline stuff, it's not going to work. So they have to either focus completely on storyline, or they need to have some sort of distinction when they are typing in character, when they are typing non in character. Hey, here comes Chris Jericho. Yeah, MJF uses Twitter properly. He absolutely does. Every one of his tweets are in character. You can have a Rebecca Quinn Twitter account for Becky Lynch. You also need a Becky Lynch Twitter account. Do you get what I'm saying by that? Becky Lynch, when she is tweeting out nasty stuff at Ronda Rousey, is coming from Becky Lynch. When Becky Lynch is speaking out about global warming, I don't know if she has or not, but if she's speaking out about global warming, it needs to be coming from Rebecca Quinn. So they need distinctions if they're going to be using Twitter, Instagram for their actual character. There needs to be distinctions. I think they're getting around to it. They need a personal one if they wish to speak about personal issues, and they need a character one, because that is how you're going to fix kayfabe in 2021 going through the next years. And wrestlers are realizing that. Wrestlers are realizing that. Young Bucks deleted their Twitter account because they realized they were getting caught up in way too many things that didn't matter. MJF uses his Twitter account, and it's one of the best on there. Big E has done better using his Twitter account. Big E is tweeting a lot in character these days. Take a look at it. You know, they're starting to figure it out as they get along with it. For a little bit there, it was very much your voice on Twitter is... It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to your character. It's just a voice on Twitter. Now it's become a thing where your voice on Twitter is part of your character. They talk about tweets in the show. They set up storylines in the show through tweets. You need to have a separate Twitter for your professional character and a separate Twitter for your personal character. Has to happen. Sorry, Joe, so it's the WWE Network. I can't turn it up any louder, my friend. I can't hear with you talking. No offense. Sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. Again, the WWE Network only lets me have so many things. Oh! Okay. We got a little bit of a meet-up in the center of this ring. You got Shelton Benjamin, Chris Benoit, Edge, and Jericho on one side. Then you have Booker T, Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero, and someone else. I'm not sure who that is. On the other side, very interesting standoff. And now they're all brawling again. Oh, this is good. This is really good. Two. Luther Reigns is the other guy. All right. See Roman Reigns' brother? Oh, no, Muhammad Hussein. Muhammad Hussein. Ho, ho. There's a character. Forgot about that one. By mental take, I mean, how does it make you feel after a show? Does it leave you a bit stressed? Sorry if it's a bit personal. After a very show. No, I wouldn't say wrestling is ever a thing that causes me actual stress in life. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that wrestling ever affects my mental state. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I get mad over watching wrestling, but when it's done, it's done. After every show. Yeah, like when it's done, it's just kind of done, you know? Like I'll flip onto Twitter and I might have like a thought or two that I'll throw out. I will... Oh no, Hussein. Oh, Hussein in a lot of trouble. Everybody beating up Muhammad Hussein. Muhammad gonna be absolutely destroyed. Now Muhammad, is he gonna be, oh, he's being choked out over the bottom rope, waiting for the 619. Here he goes, Ray dialing it up. 619. Muhammad's out of there. Now they're gonna eliminate him. Everybody lifts him up, and Muhammad is tossed out of the ring. Yeah, but in terms of wrestling, you know, it doesn't ever stress me out after. I mean, not even after. There's just absolutely zero reason to be stressed out by wrestling for me. I find it a great escape. Orlando Jordan, oh my. Orlando Jordan, wow. Forgot about him. It's just it's a release for me, you know? When I get to actually watch wrestling, it's a release for me. It's an escape. For me, it's not wrestling that causes stress, it's the fans. A lot of fans I interact with, not in this community, always try to argue over little things. That's why I stopped arguing over little things. The best thing I did throughout 2020 was take a look at my screen time on my phone, right? And realize just how many hours I was putting into Twitter, scrolling, arguing, talking to randos, like all of that. It was not beneficial at all to anything. It made me just a bit of a bitter person. I wasn't into that, so I just reduced the screen time, right? And ever since I've done that, I felt so much better. I haven't went back to being addicted. You know, I have went back a little bit. I was cutting out Twitter a lot, and then I realized I still liked being up to date with information and everything that's going on, so I kind of put it back in. But then I decided I'm not going to use Twitter to interact and talk to other people as often as I was. And it was one of the best decisions that I made. 2, 1, who's next? Hey, it's Scotty Too Hottie. Turn it up. Turn it up. Scotty Hottie. Scotty Too Hottie. Yeah, but cutting out a little bit of social media is very, very good. Oh, no! Oh, Muhammad Hussein from behind. He got attacked. Oh, Scotty Too Hottie taken out by Muhammad. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, camel clutch. Muhammad, man. Freaking Muhammad. I know you're bitter about being eliminated from the Rumble, but come on.
He's got class, it's all low at Hassan. Oh, right now, come on, Orlando, hang on, baby.
Scotty Too Hottie overcoming illness like you were describing, and he may be out of commission all the
Hussein is actually a principal now. Can you imagine that being your principal? Can you imagine that being your principal? A former WWE wrestler? Can you imagine? The amount of garbage he must have sent towards him or said towards him every single day. Who's this? Oh, Charlie Haas! Okay, Charlie Haas. Wow, he's young. This is a young Charlie Haas. What'd you guys think about Charlie Haas? What did you think about him back in the day? Charlie Haas going right back after. Oh, no. Luther Reigns eliminated. Oh, no. Orlando Jordan eliminated now. Booker T looking for the Spinaroonie. Spinaroonie, center of the ring. Booker, 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 Booker. Oh, no. Oh, Booker eliminated. I like to compare him to Chad Gable. Haven't seen enough of his work, though. Fair enough. Ooh. To make him look silly, Shadow Redeemer. Remember what Vince McMahon did to Booker T upon coming over to WWE? Yeah, that never faded away. All he ever did was want to make Booker T look stupid. And I don't get why. Well, I think we all have a bit of a suspicion, but still, I don't truly get why. Every chance they got, they made Booker T look stupid. Every chance they got. Oh, Rene Dupree? Is that who this is? Rene Dupree. This dog coming to the ring. Freaking Rene Dupree. He's kind of like a ripoff of the British Bulldog, only he's for France. That's literally what he is. He's a ripoff of the British Bulldog, but for France. Oh, Haas hangs him up over the top rope. Tell me you didn't just say that. Every time that Rene Dupree comes out, the first thing that comes to your head is, where is Sylvain Grenier? I don't know who that is. I gotta look that up. I don't recognize that name there, Mr. Shadow. Oh! Edge just eliminated Shelton Benjamin, and he's out of there. Sylvain Grenier. Retired Canadian professional wrestler, working as a WWE producer since 2020. Oh, cool. Who the heck is this? Simon Dean? Like, what was this roster? What was this roster in 2005? What the frig? So I'm learning a lot about the show. I don't know some of these wrestlers. Simon Dean, I have absolutely never heard of him. Never heard of him either. What is he getting on? Oh my god, is he putting on a fanny pack? What is he putting on? What is he... What the hell is he putting on? Oh my god, he's warming up. He's warming up. Oh! Eddie's eliminated. Eddie Guerrero eliminated by Edge. Oh. Now Chris Jericho's going to go back after him. Before we continue, though, everyone, we got about a half hour left in the show. If you guys could, please make sure you leave a like on this video. Also, making sure you are subscribed to the channel. I would love to hit 150 likes here tonight. So everybody, please leave a like. Also, everyone, if you are truly enjoying the show, you can always drop a little donation. It doesn't matter how much or how little. Any little bit is appreciated. We'll be back again later tonight. Here comes Shawn Michaels. We'll be back again later tonight with Impact Wrestling, the fallout of Hard to Kill. HB Shizzle in the ring. Remember, he just fought Edge earlier in the night, and Edge cheated to beat Shawn Michaels, so now is Shawn Michaels going to get his revenge and eliminate him? Oh, Simon Dean is out of there. He is out of there. Simon freaking Dean. And Shawn Michaels right back after. Haas. Oh, Haas with a right hand to Shawn Michaels. Can you believe we never got HBK versus Eddie? What a shame, eh? What an absolute shame. Eddie versus Shawn was supposed to happen at WrestleMania 22. Oh, man, that's so sad. It's just so sad. Like, there's no two ways about it. It's just so sad. Imagine how good Eddie Guerrero versus AJ would have been. Just put Eddie up against anyone. Oh, Haas eliminated. Haas is eliminated. It's Kurt Angle time. I didn't know about that, Kakapopo. Kurt Angle with a big German suplex to Chris Benoit. Now after Rey Mysterio, overhead belly-to-belly throw. Right after Chris Jericho sweeps around, German suplex to Chris Jericho. Man, Angle was a beast, wasn't he? Angle slammed to Edge. Now after Renee. Angle slam to Rene Dupree. After Michaels now, Shawn Michaels counters that one. Super kick blocked by Angle into the ankle lock. What a transition. What a transition. Oh, Shawn almost eliminated him. Oh, super kick. Eliminated. Angle's out of there. Angle was dominating and he was eliminated with one sweet chin music. HB Shizzle, man. Remember, though, everyone, get your votes in over here. I'm asking you, which show should we stream next week? Should we stream Royal Rumble 2008? Should we stream Royal Rumble 1999? Should we stream Royal Rumble 2011? Or should we stream Royal Rumble 2002? You guys can get your votes in here by doing ! The word vote, space, then either 08, 99, 11, or 02. Right here in the live chat, folks. Get your votes in if you haven't casted them yet. This is for next week's show, which one we're streaming. Oh my God, the coach. Jonathan Coachman has arrived. Yeah, Jonathan Coachman on his way down to the ring. We're currently 11 likes away from 150, though, everybody. Smack it again. Just keep on smacking it. Pretend it's like a booty and smack it. Coachman with the worst working punches in the game. The worst working punches in the game. Worse than Shane McMahon. What's your request right there, Joso? Hey, Aunt Capone, how you doing? Oh, Coachman. And then Jericho just hit a knee across the back of the head of Rene Dupree. How many of you have the WWE Network synced up with the actual time right there? Say me if you do. May you watch ECW One Night Stand 05 and 06? We'll throw it on the list. If people vote for it, sure. Oh no, Mark Jindrak, he's back. The guy who was supposed to be a Batista. Oh, Kurt Angle just eliminated Shawn Michaels. Kurt Angle just went back inside the ring and eliminated Shawn. Oh no, steel steps to the face of Michaels. The assistant to the general manager of the CMU is still here. You're like, Dwight. Oh no, now Michaels is bleeding. Michaels is busted wide open. That set up their Mania match. Yeah, that definitely set it up, didn't it? Oh, now an ankle lock right on top of the steel steps. Michaels, he's going to absolutely snap his ankle. Michaels is tapping out. Oh, Michaels is hurting, man. His ankle's going to be snapped. My goodness. Yeah, Angle was pissed. That's a great way to set up their Mania match, though. Oh, one more stomp for good measure from Angle. What a match that was at WrestleMania 21 between Angle and Michaels. Great build. Even better follow through. Shawn got beat to a bloody pulp. Back inside the ring we go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh no! Viscera! Big Viscera. World's largest love machine. Viscera. Do you guys remember the world's largest love machine? Remember that one? Viscera. He was a scary dude. Do you remember Big Daddy V? How about that one in ECW? Big Daddy V was one of the first things I ever saw from ECW, the WWE version. One of the first things I ever saw.
Remember in '93, Yokozuna was 600 pounds. He won the Royal Rumble, eliminated 7 guys on the way to main eventing at WrestleMania.
Yeah. He had a lot of characters, didn't he? He's just such a big man that they had to find something for him, right? Anyways, who's next? Hey, Paul London! Yo, it's been forever since I've seen a Paul London match. It's not really a match. It's just Paul London. I used to love their entrance. I used to love Paul London and Brian Kendrick's entrance together. But yeah, Paul London, man, what a name. Forgot all about him. Rene Dupree. Oh, Renee eliminated. Thank you, Jericho. What was that? Man. What the frig was that move? Like, what was that move? I've never seen that Rene Dupree. What was that? Like, I have no idea. It was so cool, wasn't it, Big Tiger? Who's next? Hey! Doctor of Thugonomics. Hear it. Word life. I know I messed that up. I want to do that. Guys, I want to do that. And I'm like, nope, that's wrong. It's that. Word life. There you go. Doctor of Thugonomics. John Cena's in the ring. Cena, man. Let's see exactly why he was getting as over as he was. This is 2005 John Cena. This is the cusp of John Cena rising up the card, wasn't it? Yeah, it was the cusp of John Cena rising up the card. This U.S. title reign was super important. And then this Rumble is a big reason why as well. Listen to that reaction. Eliminates Viscera. Rey Mysterio with a Bronco Buster in the corner. Who's next? Oh, Snitsky. He's going to punt a baby. Number 26 is down in the ring. Snitsky running over everyone right now, especially Lil Ray Ray. Yeah, Snitsky is very much the Lars Sullivan of the old days, wasn't he? Oh, another shot to Benoit. What a weird name, too. Snitsky. Roger Dodger says, by the way, love these old pay-per-view streams, bruh. Nice to relive the memories and just be able to yap at each other. Great job, Con. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying it. I'm having a great time talking to you as well. And being able to learn some stuff about wrestling, you know. I want to be somebody who... Oh my God, there's that elimination. There's the elimination from Paul London. What an elimination. Snitsky with a clothesline turned him inside out. Ducks underneath, followed it up. What an elimination. Now Snitsky and Cena in the center of the ring. But yeah, I'm enjoying learning about wrestling. I'm enjoying learning about certain moments. And I'm learning more about the community, what you guys have been through, what you've seen in wrestling, you know? The moments that you've witnessed live. Because I'm only 25 years old, there's a lot of people who've seen so much more wrestling than I have. I can't even begin to pretend I know everything, because I don't. And I need to learn a lot more. It's time for Kane. It's gotta be Kane. Once again, though, everyone, we are 8 likes away. Smack that like button. Also, make sure if you are really enjoying the show, you leave a like I said. Also, make sure you're subscribed and consider turning on those notifications. And if you really, really enjoy what I do here, you can always drop a little super chat donation. Big choke slam from Kane. Now going after Benoit and plants down Benoit. Goes to Cena. Cena, embrace that hate. What a choke slam to Cena. Now Jericho going for a ride. Jericho. Now Lil Ray Ray. How high can Ray Ray get? Ray. One-handed choke slam. Paul London being stretchered out. There it goes. Jindrak is out of there, but now Jonathan Coachman. Coach, pull a Drew Carey and eliminate yourself. Pull a Drew Carey and eliminate yourself. Oh, no. Coachman locked in, but Snitsky saves him. Brian Schaefer, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much for your support right there. Dropping $1 up in here. What random wrestling gift are you going to get? Snitsky. Pump handle slam to Kane. Oh, it's another Alexa Bliss one. You've been getting a lot of those recently. Well, there you go. Alexa Bliss with the SmackDown title. Time for Batista. His music was not nearly as good as it became, was it? When he found that new music, the I Walk Alone. Right? That was the best Batista theme song. Now Kane and Batista staring each other face to face. Right hand from Batista. Back and forth we go. Batista. Nice shot right there to the arm. He was still green at this point, wasn't he? Batista was still very green. Big power bomb to Kane. He was scarier back there with his theme. Okay, maybe scarier. He became a star when he got his other theme, right? Which was much better. It's okay if you guys preferred the other one. Jericho eliminated. But Batista became the actual star he was born to be with the other theme song. Oh, right hand. Right hand to Edge. Batista now going to try to eliminate him. Edge sent over the top rope. Hanging on by one arm. Here comes Christian. The Peep Show. Who's Peeps? The stars never heal. His themes have always been dope, though, haven't they? They will see if you just close your eyes. If you just close your eyes. Yeah. I know we aren't talking about Goldberg here, but I like his 2003 theme song better than his current one. Fair enough. Cena has Kane up. Kane on his shoulders and eliminated over the top rope. Kane is out of there. What's going on with Ray and Cena? What's Ray and Cena? Ray and Cena trying to get on the same page? Looks like Cena and Ray are going to work together. Okay. Hey! Woo! It's the Nature Boy! Ric Flair! Woo! 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 It's the Nature Boy! As we are now at number 30, there is no more entrants in the Royal Rumble, everyone. This is your final few. In the ring right now, we have Ric Flair, Rey Mysterio, Edge, Batista, Jonathan Coachman, Chris Benoit. Sorry, Coachman's eliminated now. Chris Benoit, Captain Charisma, Christian, and John Cena. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that our final 6? Is that our final 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we're at the final 6, or is that 7? Rey Mysterio is there. I can't count. 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. 7 right there. And now Christian eliminated. We're down to the final 6. Because not everybody in my life is a creator there, Mr. SmackDown #1 show. Bob hasn't created videos in forever. He's got his own life going on. He's got his own job. That's what it was. Like, I'm just the creator of this channel, and I've had a couple friends on it, but it doesn't mean they're creators themselves, if that makes any sense. Now Chris Benoit sent over the top rope, and he's eliminated. We're down to Flair, Batista. Oh, no! Nature Boy tried to eliminate Batista. Ric Flair. Oh, now double drop kick to Batista from Rey Mysterio and Edge. Now a chop to Edge. Ric Flair. Boom. So we are down now to Batista. Ric Flair's been eliminated by Edge. Edge just eliminated Ric Flair. We're down to the final 4. It's Batista, Rey Mysterio, John Cena, and Edge. Final 4. Here we go. Leave a like. We're 3 likes away from hitting our goal here, folks. Here we go. Oh, looks like Mysterio went after Edge. And now Cena trying to figure out what he's going to do. Protect Rey Mysterio. Make sure he's okay. Right? Edge off the ropes. Spear to Batista. Spear to Cena. Oh, now hanging him up across the middle rope. Rey Mysterio dialed it up and hit the 619. Now Rey looking to go on the top rope. Leaps over top of Edge. Edge throws him over. Rey hangs on. Rey hangs on. Edge spear to Rey, and Rey has been eliminated. What a showing for Edge in this Rumble. Edge is literally on a roll. What you doing there, Big Tiger? Why you counting down bits? Edge went for a double elimination and got eliminated himself. We are down to the final two, John Cena and Batista. I wonder what's going to happen. Well, if you have never seen it, guys, pay attention. This is the time. If you want to turn on your screens to see what's going on, now is the time. This is the final two of the Royal Rumble. Pay attention to what's about to happen. This is one of the craziest endings to a pay-per-view ever. Seriously. One of the most insane endings to a pay-per-view ever you will ever see, coming up in just a little bit. Here we go. Cena and Batista, center of the ring. Oh. Right hands, back and forth we go. Right hand from Batista catches John Cena on the throat. Ducks underneath. This is a battle of two up-and-coming stars. What a cool moment this must have been, eh? You've got two up-and-coming stars in Cena and Batista in the Royal Rumble. You don't have the legends in there with them in the final two. You don't have one person that everybody hates. You had two people that they could have seen going to WrestleMania, which made it seem so compelling. Oh, Batista has him up. Oh my God, both going over the top rope. Both have been eliminated. They're both over the top rope. Cena hit first. They're saying Cena hit first, raising Batista's arm. Batista's arm is being raised. No, and now Lil Nate is going to raise Cena's hand. What's happening? Can you imagine being there live? John Cena's hand is being raised now. Batista's hand is being raised. If you're watching this live, you would have thought this is the coolest work ever. It's completely an accident. But both have been eliminated. Both went over the top rope. Are you guys ready? We need a Vince chant. We need a Vince chant. Vince, 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 Vince. You guys ready for it? You ready for it? Are you ready for Vince McMahon? Here he comes, raising the hand of Batista. And here he comes, shirt off. Oh, God damn it, pal. God damn it, pal. Oh, God damn it, pal. Get him out of here. God damn it. I'm going to run into the ring and tear both of my quads. Oh, no. Vince just tore both of his quads. Literally. Sliding in the ring, Vince McMahon just tore both of his quads. This is the legendary moment. Vince McMahon is sitting in the ring now. He can't stand up. He has torn both of his quads. He doesn't know what to say. You can tell the look on his face is so flabbergasted. He's like, what is happening to the show? Batista just eliminated Cena. Now Cena's going to get back in the ring. Cena now kicks Batista, and Batista sent over the top rope, and Cena says it's over. Vince is like, hold it. Hold it.
Per order of the chairman, Mr. McMahon, he has ordered that this match be restarted.
Well, that sounds
So there you go.
That's fair with me. I think that is fair. You know, I thought
Restarted. Back in the ring we go. Vince McMahon, torn quads. Batista going for the powerbomb. Can't land it. John Cena going to immediately counter it. John Cena puts him up in the attitude adjustment. John Cena now. Batista slides down his back. Batista spine buster to Cena. Batista now looking for the end. Cena eliminated. It's over. Batista's the winner of the Rumble. Imagine seeing that live. Batista wins, man. Imagine seeing that live. Imagine being in the arena live for that ending. Wow, there you go, everyone. Batista wins the Royal Rumble match. One of just like the craziest endings ever to a pay-per-view. But that is our show, everyone. Take care. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. But we are not done yet streaming today, okay? This is only the first of 2 streams today. Later on, we are going to be live with Impact Wrestling at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, guys, that's the fallout of Impact Wrestling's Hard to Kill. So make sure you tune into it. I'm going to be live once again, like I said, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So tune into that stream. It's just going to be in a little bit. But until then, everybody, take care. Have yourself a wonderful rest of your afternoon. I've been gone, and that was the Royal Rumble in 2005. Oh, wait, actually, sorry, everybody. Before we leave, confirmation right here. Royal Rumble 1999. We are watching next week. The poll is finito. Close that ish up and complete it. Boom. There you go. We are going to be watching Royal Rumble 1999 next week. So 1 week from today, Royal Rumble 1999. Take care, everybody. Have yourself a wonderful rest of your afternoon. I've been Khan, and that was the Royal Rumble in 2005.